Jet Nation, what's going on? Green Bean is in Texas. Do-do-do-do-do. Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on the comments right now. Let me just make sure. I'm going to have to adjust something. Hello, you see that? Nope, we're not there. Give me about 24 seconds and we'll take care of this right quick for you. Let's see. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to edit it. I hope everybody's doing well today. I am excited. I think this is the game that really drives home how bad we are. I don't think there's a chance in hell that the Jets are going to beat the Arizona Cardinals today, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch, is it not? Because we're going to see the Paisan, Joe Flacco. We're going to see Joe Flacco in the same way that Vinny Testaverde came in for Glenn Foley back in 1998. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I certainly do. I was a big Glenn Foley fan. I thought he played great in those couple of games. Look, there I am. The comments are now working, everybody. So Joe Flacco, like I said, is going to have a chance to pull a Vinny Testaverde. Remember, Glenn Foley played really, really great in that San Francisco 49ers Game 1 loss in 1998. Garrison Hurst in overtime ran around the side, ran like a 98-yard touchdown. And Glenn Foley was really, he was great. He was confident. He was cool. He was, he had everything coming out of Boston College. And he got a little bit injured. And the next thing you know, Vinny Testaverde came in, and that, as they say, was that. So can Joe Flacco pull the same thing? Let's see. I'm going to put that on a streamer right here. Let's see, guys. Let me know if the comments are working. It looks like they are on my end. Yep, there they go. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know. Throw me some comments. How we doing? Can Joe Flacco have a Vinny Testaverde type resurgence with the New York Jets? Is this the day? Do we get to watch this? Is Sam Darnold done? Tell everyone to refresh the page so they can see the comments. There you go. As Jets Mess just said, if you came on here right before I was able to fix the comment section, go ahead and refresh the page and the comments will be working for you. So thank you, Jets Mess. You're always just the best. You're the best of us, man. You are just the finest of all Jets fans, from my opinion. And we can thank him for our communication. As always, with me is Preteen Bean. Say hello. That's my buddy. Again, the guy I tried to get to be a Baltimore Ravens fan like his mother, and he just wouldn't have it. So he deserves everything he gets from this point on. He can make his own choices, and that's him. So thank you, Timothy Walker. Jets fan for 45 years, but this team is in trouble. Oh, I agree. Now, when you say with Joe, do you mean Joe Flacco or do you mean Joe Douglas? Because that's going to be a point of conversation. I think it's really going to start right around now. Joe Douglas made the choice to retain Adam Gase after the loss to the Denver Broncos. The decimated Denver Broncos, too, I might say. They were worse off than us in many cases. All their pass rushers were, it was like, they're beat up, and they beat us 37 to whatever it was. So that's not a good look. I would have fired Gase personally, but well, thanks, Mess. I got good Wi-Fi. I am using the Jet Nation AT&T wireless hotspot today. Jet Nation is fine enough to take care of my internet. No, you cannot. You can use my phone, though. Go ahead and use iPhone 4. Yeah, my daughter wants to use. She's like, hey, the Wi-Fi is working great. Can I jump on it too? I'm like, yeah, that'll be the end of that. It might be looking great right now. Let's just knock on some wood and make sure it stays that way. And hopefully we'll be good. I don't want to jinx it or anything like that. So can Joe Flacco have a Vinny Testaverde resurgence with the Jets? Jets Mess says, good morning, Preteen Bean. What do you say to Jets Mess?
Good morning.
There you go. You know what time it is? It's not really the morning anymore now, is it? But we can just let that slide.
It's 1 minute, 2.
Right. Over here, see, I'm in Central Time Zone today. I'm making my way back east. And we're in the Central Time Zone. I am just outside of Houston, Texas. Lots of big trucks driving by. Here, take a look.
See a whole bunch of Texans fans.
We are in Texans country right now, and they just fired their head coach, so they're happy. Although, let me ask you guys a question before we really get things going here. Would you hire O'Brien as our coach? Not GM. He's no good as a GM, but would you consider him as our coach? What do you think of that? What do you guys think of that? I'm going to put it up there for you. Oh, Jesus.
This is my father.
Yeah. What happened? We lost the game already? Yeah, the internet's great.
Hey.
But, you know, I tell you, man, it really is a problem. Having internet all over, you know, trying to figure out internet everywhere we go. I got to tell you guys a terrible story.
What is
it's
it?
A good ending.
Is it supposed to be 12:30?
No, what time? So, guys, like Jets mess. What time does this game start? Isn't it 1 o'clock? Let's see. Jan Mitchell asking, is that Jeff Smith or Vincent Smith playing today? Come, get him. Come here. Either way, at least we got one of them back. I think it's Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith played last week, and actually, you could see his impact, man. He was definitely a reliable target for Sam Darnold, and he's fast and he moves well. So just having that guy back, and he's no DeAndre Hopkins, right? So just having him on. All right, good. We got to get. I'm having a delay.
Do you have your hotspot on?
Julia, listen to me. I am live right now. Okay.
This isn't working, dude.
Hold on, I got to figure out the game. So my Wi-Fi looks great for this, and that's all well and good. But now on the other side for the game, I got none. So tell me what's going on, mess. No to O'Brien. Timothy Walker says, I don't know. I think I would definitely consider it. I think he's a fantastic head coach. He just shouldn't be in charge of buying the groceries, as they say. Eric Bieniemy, huh? Yeah, I don't like Eric Bieniemy. I don't hate him, but I don't like him as much as some. I think he's had a lot of interviews and he's never been hired. And that is a red flag. You know, it's tough when you have guys that are the offensive coordinator for an offensive genius like Andy Reid. Because generally speaking, it's Andy Reid's offense. Andy Reid's calling the plays. He's writing them up. I'm sure Bieniemy has a hand in all that, or else he wouldn't be there. Andy Reid's not going to keep a scrub around. But at the same time, being able to come out of that shadow and be the head coach, I don't know. I'm just concerned. What's going on? You're in charge of the game, and we can't see it. What is going on with you, huh?
I don't know. The internet's not
This
good.
kid. Let me see. All right, we're going to have to get this going here. Then you guys can tell me what my delay looks like. Look at that. Kyler Murray coming out. All right, guys, I got the game. It's pausing. It's delaying.
It's not showing. And it turns off.
My personal hotspot is off. Now it's on. Go ahead. iPhone 4. 0-0. We're doing good. So is this, let me ask you guys, did we just get the ball? I just got the game. Stop it. I just got the game on. Did we already go 3 and out or anything? Or is this the first deal here? Just the first drive? Tell me. Come on. Look at that holding. Come on. See that holding, everybody? But the Jets defense ranked number 10, or was it 18? Can somebody answer me that? And how the hell they drink? You're right. I don't know. How can they be anywhere outside of the bottom with how we've been playing? We're getting blown out every single game. Free and out. Oh, God. Greg and Jason, thank you. We suck so bad. So Joe Flacco didn't come in and light it up already? So we already went 3 and out, kid.
Dang.
What the fuck, man? Hold on.
Next week we might have better internet.
And who caught it? Okay. Bradley McDougal. There he
almost
goes.
Intercepted, man.
I got to take care of some of my RAM here. This is where 32 gigs or 64 gigs of RAM comes in. That's what all I want to say to you guys. Look, if you get the chance to pick the RAM, go 32 gigs bottom line. 16 gigs is garbage, and obviously anything below that is not going to work, especially if you're doing anything like this. This is crazy. I got a lot of stuff open, though, but it should be able to handle this. We got the QuickTime player. Let's get that out of here. That's a good play. It's a good play.
Then Marcus May could have done it.
And right there, the Jets did an excellent job.
All right, Gina Serecchia Arena. What did it do?
I accidentally went out.
We actually stopped. We stopped somebody on their first opening drive in 3 plays. Look at that. That's good. We'll take the 30-yard line. Look at Jan Mitchell. Look what he's saying. We actually stopped somebody on their first possession. Indeed, we did. We did. Thanks, Jason. That 30. Indeed, we did. 30 seconds is good. Sometimes I'm like 3 minutes behind. You guys are already, watching commercials, and I'm seeing first down. So this is pretty good. Timothy Walker, you're out. See you, buddy. It's good to see you.
Got a text from Amy.
Case must go. There you go. We'll stick that up there too.
She's not coming again.
But I brought all this cheese. That's it. Who thinks we should vote out the book club?
Hi.
You know who that is?
Yeah, it's Gina.
That's Gina. So Jovis says hello. My little preteen bean says hello. He went 3 and out, but he didn't look too bad. I think we might win this game. Jan, you got to explain yourself. You got to tell me why you think from a 3 and out series that we're going to win the game. I'm in, but I don't get it. So you're going to have to help me out. I don't know how 3 and out can get somebody to say we're going to win. So help me. Third commercial in. I'm watching a commercial on somebody's cooking clams. Linguine with clam sauce. Eduardo Perez, executive chef. That's what's going on. Look at him. Looks pretty good.
You eat there.
Jerry Santiago, what are you doing? Oh, wait, tell me, Jerry, are you just rooting because you want to go 0-16 for Trevor Lawrence? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I think that's what it might be, Gene. All right, game's on. I'm watching a Modelo commercial. You got to get this to work, kid. Go to Fubo or whatever it is. Maybe Sunday Ticket's not working. Just go to Fubar. Right. Fire geese. That's right.
Football Hall of Fame in 1985.
Want to see the drive, dude?
All right, Joe. This is just the worst. Look at that. Look at
Jeff Smith.
Jeff Smith catching the ball. 6 yards, 7 yards. We'll take that. Get that out of here, too. Let's get all this stuff shut down.
Too late to get on today's Fox Super 6. Wrong. Game still open. Win $100,000 of Terry's money. What the?
All right, guys. Talk to me. What are we doing? You like Joe Flacco? That was a decent pass anyway. Let's see what we got here.
2nd and 5. Flacco, quick toss.
3 and out, huh? Jesus.
With the catch, Patrick Peterson on the tackle. 2 yards.
You know, I want to talk to you guys about the Jets' average passing attempt. You want to know what it is? Does anybody remember what the Jets' average passing play is? The average yards per attempt?
And they get moving at times.
And that's why we're going 3 and out. Adam Gase is playing scared. Rayshawn Davis, that's funny, man. Peyton Man, I'd rather see a Peyton Manning commercial than a Baker Mayfield commercial. Yeah.
Like Jeff Smith just had right there. A team of hosts rarely makes much hay in this league.
I can't believe 3 and outs. This game is just cooking.
3 and out.
Yeah, 2 from us, 1 from the Cards.
Near the 10-yard line, and with 10:36 to go in the first.
Who, Joe Flacco? Yeah, Baker's having a good year this year, isn't he? It took him a little while. It took him a minute. Well, that's what happens when you're on your 4th head coach in 3 years, right? But maybe he settles down because he's got, look, who can deny that Baker Mayfield has tons more talent around him than poor Sam Darnold or Joe Flacco for that matter. But anyway, let me answer my own question since nobody seems to care. The average Jets yard per pass play is 3.8 yards per pass attempt. Can you believe that? Our average is 3.8 yards. How are you going to win when your passing game is a low running average? Think about it. If a running back is averaging 3.8 yards, that sucks. That's our passing game.
Anything from our fans. We tried a new Subway Buffalo Chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Media angel, right? Braden Mann, best pick. I really hate that we're not seeing Becton none, and it's just, and Mims breaks my heart. I don't know what the hell's going on. Our training staff needs to go.
Need to know if your next home fits your budget and your family.
Right. So if you guys remember the video I made, everybody beat me up for it that I was just making shit up and all this kinds of stuff. Now, like I said, my source isn't the most reliable source in the world, but it is still a source. And the rumor was around the Jets is that Joe Douglas has zero interest in retaining Jamal Adams, Adam Gase, Greg Williams, Sam Darnold, Le'Veon Bell. That was the rumor. So we got Jamal Adams is already gone. He parlayed that into 2 number 1s and a 3rd in Bradley McDougall. The Sam Darnold thing is, his luster is wearing off. And if we get the first pick in the draft, which is a long way away, man, who knows? We might even be 10-6 this year. We don't know. And then Gase and Darnold are fine. Who knows? Or maybe Flacco. We don't know what the future holds. But Jamal Adams is gone. Gase looks to be gone. And if we get the number 1 pick, Sam Darnold is gone. So that would be and you obviously Le'Veon Bell's not going to be here much longer. Joe Douglas is not going to pay him $13 million a year. I think next year is I could be wrong, but I think it's $15 million. You got to fix this, kiddo. Are you on FUBAR?
Fubo didn't work.
Why not?
It didn't show up. And plus, it's Fubo, not
This is
FUBAR.
so bad, dude.
It was working just before the game came on.
I know, everything was working great before the game. I got all my RAM cleaned up here. Nothing's open. And I can't even watch a damn football game, man. Well, look, Jerry Santiago, right? It's really quite incredible. you can see Bell running hard. I mean, he runs hard, man. But the line was so bad last year. He was, I think, third in the league for quickest time, like the least amount of time before he got hit by a defender. So how's anybody going to succeed? But it's like, again, and then he gets hurt. He has the flu and he gets hurt and all this other sort of stuff. But either way, him and Mosley were terrible signings. You don't give anybody that much money to come in unless you have an infrastructure. Like bringing in a middle linebacker like Mosley, I get it. He's great, but you paid him $17 million a year. Look at Kyler Murray running around. Look at this guy. To try to save the franchise. Bell's not saving anything without an offensive line. So they're the terrible picks, and Joe Douglas is going to get rid of all of them. We can't see on this end. We haven't watched one play without freezing. Look how wide open, dude. Drop it. Okay.
That was his ear, man.
Yeah, that was too much space. I don't know what. I think Greg Williams might not have much confidence in our defensive backs. Yeah, Frankie D. I mean, but like, here's the thing: if you have your head coach and you have players, you have guys like, you got guys like Crowder, you have Griffin, you have Herndon, you have Berrios and Hogan. These guys can catch the ball. When your average pass play is 3.8 yards, that shows zero confidence in both the quarterback and the wide receivers. If you have no confidence in them, why aren't you just going for it all? What is it? You're not going to win with 3.8 yards of a pass play. It's not happening. You're not winning that way. Can't happen.
Herndon was
It
not
can
good.
if that goes perfectly. 3.8 yards. You got 7.6 yards, and then next play 3.8. You technically get a first. All right, Greg Tarr. See, I don't know what happened yet, so I'm going to watch and see what you're talking about here.
It's Lamar Jackson. I'm watching Lamar right now.
Yeah, let's watch Lamar Jackson. Let's see what the kid has. Keep him in front of you, Lamar Jackson. Look at this run. Oh, my God.
That's their backup.
Look at him. He's like running half speed. See, let me tell you something, guys. I just watched McDougal on that play. These guys, they're running half speed, man. They're not even really trying. Like, they're playing, but they're not really trying. And that is a major problem. I would bench McDougal right now. But you can't because Ashton Davis is hurt too. Bullshit. Well, Frankie D, there was a lot of plays that receivers were open, and Sam couldn't hit him. So there's the other problem. I don't know. Look, you guys know I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it for a long time. I believe in Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. I want him to be the guy. But my point is, you could see why Joe Douglas wouldn't. He's given him every chance, I think. But you can see it, man. There were guys, lots of plays last few weeks that the receiver was open, or they were open and Darnold didn't look there yet, or whatever it was. You like Trey Lance better than Trevor Lawrence? And maybe Joe Douglas does too. I don't know. I think Trevor Lawrence is the pick. If we have the first pick in the draft, I wouldn't. I mean, look, you know me, guys. I've said I'd probably trade the pick, get a couple more firsts for the next few years. Like, think about it. If you can trade that first-round pick to, say, number 5, and I don't know what the order will be, to, like, Detroit or something like that, or even Washington. So you trade the first-round pick to Washington. Let's say they have the 5th overall pick. You go back to number 5, and you gain their 5th pick. You gain their 2nd and 3rd this year. You gain their 1st and 3rd next year, and maybe like a 5th thrown in there or something like that, or even a player. So then you got 3 first-round picks the next couple of years. That's the way you build a team, man. You can build an entire offensive line and new receiving core. Now, like they say, you don't pass up on LeBron James when he's sitting there. I get it. So there's that too. I mean, what do we want all these picks for? We want them to gain players. And if Trevor Lawrence is sitting there and Sam Darnold just can't seem to get out of his own way, and you got to do it. And again, Joe Douglas didn't pick Sam Darnold. I think he likes Sam. I think he wants him to succeed. But if he doesn't, and you have that quarterback sitting there, you know.
He's love talking about horsepower. Where is because he is at.
Yeah, look, guys, I'm with you. I'm with you. And Greg Tarr said on YouTube, so for the guys on Facebook that can't see him, it's funny, like Greg Tarr's on YouTube, Frankie D's on Facebook, so I'm going to post some comments so you guys can see. So, Frankie, this is what Greg is, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Frankie, this is what Greg is saying. We have other greater needs. A new quarterback is just going to face the same mess that Darnold's seen. Correct. But at this point, Sam Darnold, with 3 years of that madness on top of him, he looks shell-shocked. He has happy feet, which is very hard to undo. Once quarterbacks get that happy feet thing, it's very hard to shake and develop confidence in the offensive line. Sometimes it's damaged goods. You might need to sit for a year or 2 years, a la Josh Rosen on the practice squad down in New Orleans, right? So, and Greg, here's what Frankie D is saying. Fair, but he's also running for his life at the same time. Now, I think that is absolutely accurate. The problem is, like I was just saying, is that is Sam Darnold damaged? Like that one play a couple weeks ago when Sam, I tell you, we got nothing going on. Even Boyer's special teams units are struggling. That play a couple weeks ago, it's just a good example. I know we talk about it all the time, but that play a couple weeks ago where Sam rolled out to the right and he ended up running out of bounds. But he could have just thrown it away and not taken the 5-yard sack, right? But at the same time, look at that, sound with death there. At the same time, Crowder was open 15 yards down the field. 2 years ago, last year, Sam's hitting him. So what's going on? Is he afraid? Is he playing scared? Is he? And then you got Gase, who has no confidence in him and won't let him throw more than 4 yards a damn play. So what's really going on? Now, if they evaluate Sam and they come to the conclusion that he's damaged, he's going to take more work to get him out. You have Becton, you got Cameron Clark, you got Fant. Those guys look pretty good. So you draft Trevor Lawrence, you have another pick, and you grab a big wide receiver, or you grab a big offensive line, a big guard in the first or second. And Trevor Lawrence comes in with a stronger line and more receivers, just like that. I mean, look, if Mims was in there, it'd be different. I'm telling you, Mims is great. And then everybody, you got Jets Mess, who just says, get as many picks as possible. And that's kind of the way I see it. The rest of the year is going to be very telling. Dude, Jets Mess, you couldn't have said it better. Look, everybody, this is what Jets Mess is saying. This is the best comment of all comments when we're talking about Adam Gase and Sam Darnold. Adam Gase, in his endless ego, did not hire an offensive coordinator. He hired Darrell Logan, but he just has the title. He's not coordinating an offense. He's not. And then you have no quarterback coach. None. So how is he going to be a head coach when he's responsible for building up Sam Darnold? Or how is he going to build up Sam Darnold when he's responsible for the entire team? Can't do it. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. But again, do you feel bad for Sam and just keep him around while he tries to come out of his shell shock and his PTSD, or do you move on when you have a generational talent like Trevor Lawrence sitting there? Look at Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, boy, 2 yards. Yeah. This sucks on my end, guys.
What the? Cutting out.
Jan, you're hilarious, man.
Mother.
offensive line. There's no other team
Put it on a different internet or something. What's going on?
within a team that is
Shut that internet off. And let's just see if that helps with this.
It's tough to do that when you have different combinations starting.
Hold on, I'm gonna try it.
Guys working together, they learn each other, they communicate better.
All right, look, everybody. This is some comedy from Jan Mitchell, a weekly participant in our live stream. Remember, he came out early saying the Jets are going to beat the Cardinals. Don't give up so quick, Jan. You're my beacon of hope, man. You can't give up.
Which one? Oh,
So Chandler Jones on the inside on second down moved out.
No, we did not get a first down yet.
Third down. They're moving it all over the
this
place.
one.
And what
So what happened here?
they're also doing is they're doing a better job of handling run routes.
Hold on.
Right?
Addiction walks right there. That's the one you want.
Yeah.
'Cause if that works, we don't have to do this.
I was on the digital one.
Oh, you were?
Reached out before he could even inspect
Wireless
the damage.
connection. Okay.
That's how you do it right. USAA Insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got
No.
paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right.
All right, guys. So let's see here. Let's play a game. Give me your score predictions. What do you think this game's going to be? It's already 7-zip in the first. And our offense looks, what's the word they use? Anemic offense. Isn't that great? Cheers, everybody.
Tonight, I'll be eating 4 cheese tortillas.
So I want to tell you guys a story while the commercial's on, at least from my end.
Tomatoes.
So as you guys know, I travel the country. Watch your head. That's where we are. That's all the places we've traveled, right? So right now we are currently right here. Whoops. In Texas. That's where we are. We're right there in Texas. We're right by the Gulf in Houston, Texas. And it's hot. It's like 95 degrees today. So hot. So we left Dallas last week, which we had a really good time. My son and I and my family, we did a tour of AT&T Stadium, the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and they let us throw, we brought a football in with us, and they let us throw passes. We got to play on their field for about 15, 20 minutes. And it was the best, man. Throwing touchdown passes to my son on the Cowboys field. It was great. I'm going to make a video about it this week. Probably tomorrow it'll be out or Tuesday. So we're leaving Dallas. Hold on. Let me just see what's going on. There we go. We need weapons. Jason LeBron, I agree 100%. So let me tell you guys this story. Pay attention for a few minutes for me. So we're leaving Dallas, and I'm listening to this podcast about RVs, right? And the guy goes, you got to pay attention to greasing your brake bearings and your bearings on your brakes. Because what happens is the trailer is so far behind you, and you don't realize it starts smoking and the tire burns, and then you're scraping on the ground, sparks and everything, and that's been lighting fires all over the place, right? So some of the fires that have happened are because of sparks on the road, and that's one of the reasons why. So I say to my wife, you know what? I haven't greased the bearings yet since we own this thing, so I'm going to grease the bearings today. Today. Oh, sorry. Right?
And then he does it, and
So
everything's fine.
we get, and I did it, and everything's good. No, so we drove 4 hours, and we're 10 minutes from where we're heading in Houston, and a guy pulls up. These two 20-something-year-old guys pull up next to me, and they say, "Your trailer brakes are smoking." So I pull over, and my wheel is just billowing smoke, but the tire didn't melt. So I just found it, but it was it was like molten. It was just under fire. It was like red hot, right? Hold on a second. Let me watch this. Look how open, dude. It's crazy.
Putting on no pressure either.
Yeah, they're just fooling around with us right now.
Oh,
So
God.
anyway, we pull over, my tires, smoke, and everything. I bring out the fire extinguisher, all this kind of stuff. The police pull over and tell us, hey, if you were going to break down anywhere, this is the best exit to break down because the most reputable RV mechanic is this exit. Anywhere in Houston, this is the most reputable RV mechanic. So we call him. Oh, this is going to be that last play. Oh, no, look at that. So we call him. It was 5:15 in the afternoon, and they say, you know what? Bring it right in. So we said, we're right at the exit. We bring it in. Those guys take a look at it. So I had to drive it on that. It's still smoking. The guys say, you know what? We're going to take care of you. We think we can have it done tomorrow. So now I got to find a place to stay and all that kind of stuff. I figured that end out. They call me the next. First of all, the guy calls me and says, hey, I know you're from out of town. I wanted to tell you there's a big catfish festival in Lake Town Road this morning or this afternoon. So that was really nice. A mechanic calling me to tell me and my family there's something to do in the area, which was super cool. But they got it done that day for me, and I'm back on the road. One day after all that happened. But isn't that funny? The universe told me about the bearings that morning. Isn't that crazy? I got a little warning, and I should have greased them right then. If I did, I wouldn't have had the problem. And it cost me $600 so to get everything redone. I had to get my brakes all redone, which is crazy. Yeah, Kelvin Beachum is on the Cardinals.
Was he on our team?
Yeah, he was.
And he just got holding.
Kelvin Beachum with the holding. That's nice. And you see, Greg, that penalty was on Beachum. Look at him. Look at him holding him. And Sweezy.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to see a former Jet playing the Jets and get a holding penalty to help the Jets? Isn't that great? I love when that happens. Right, Ed Stewart. You are absolutely right. We are playing way soft.
I think we're playing small zone.
Oh, get him. It's Quentin Williams.
Second and 20.
2nd and 20. That's where I am. What are you guys doing?
No, we're third and.
It's 3rd and 20. Or third
no,
now.
not 3rd and 20. They definitely got it. Just 3rd down.
Who's hurt? Who is
Brian
that?
Poole.
Is that? No, it's not Brian Poole.
Oh, Brian Poole?
Is that Brian Poole?
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore today. My finger hurts.
So I can't block anymore. He's probably telling you, I don't want to play for this team anymore. It's too
That's
depressing.
what I think. See, look, guys, when a team sucks, guys are less motivated to play. So they can make the same like for Poole, he's making $5 million this year. He can make the same $5 million playing and potentially getting hurt. Don't forget he's in a contract year. He doesn't want to get hurt. Next year he might be able to get money, longer term contract. And he can get the same $5 million if he plays or doesn't play, and he can leave the season healthy. I'm always concerned when we suck if these injuries are legit.
They should really turn this right off.
Let's turn it this way so you can see it. Boom. We're all Pools on the bottom there. What happened? Oh, his neck. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, that looked concerning.
I'm watching him right there.
Yeah, watch Lamar Jackson. Key in on Lamar Jackson. That's one of our kids. Oh, that was barely. See, he threw it away. Smart. That was good, D. Ed Stewart. I'm going to put you up there. Boom. There you go.
And boom.
The beautiful thing about this play in zone right here is that they're not covering dirt. In other words,
Where'd the pressure? Who's 47? Who is that?
they're not covering dirt.
Who's number 47, everybody?
I think that's Bryce Huff.
In other words, once the guy enters their zone, they
Maybe
do a good
not.
job of jumping.
Indeed, Greg Tarr. There's your comment. It's like Night of the Living Dead. That's hilarious. Right? There's no inspiration. There's nobody to play. Like, did you see all those clips a couple weeks ago of Becton being the only guy raising his hand when we scored a touchdown? just because it was late in the game and we were going to lose. It's like there's no pride. There's nothing. Frankie D says 28-10. Frank, you saying the Jets? Or are you saying the Cards? Or is that a stupid question? Right, the 68 version of Night of the Living Dead. The good version. That was a great movie. All right, so we got the ball, everybody. We got the ball. And there it is. So this is it. This is our big drive.
And
This is it.
And what's gonna happen is we get an interception.
Yeah, I know,
play.
Frankie. There you go. This is it. Joe Flacco's resurgence as an NFL elite. Here he comes. Right after these commercials, of course. You know, it's funny, Ed. My son, oddly enough, just asked me last week, "Hey, Dad, you ever heard of a movie called Night of the Living Dead?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Think I could watch that?" I said, "No." No, you can't. Not yet. Right? Frank, this is for you, buddy. Do it one more time. I'm going to try to show you guys something here. I'm going to try to show you guys. What is that? Get out of here. I'm going to try to show you guys. What is this? My son catching it. Or maybe it's me. My son threw me a touchdown pass in Dallas Stadium. I'm going to try to see if I can't get it on. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is it. Come on, Joe Flacco. Look at this. Woo! Crowder. That's right. Crowder's excited. See, he's pointing for the first down. That's right. That's right. 6584. Look at that. Who's that? Frank Gore. Okay. Listen to the home crowd. They're going nuts. Who's that? Sam Darnold? He's on a nice hat, Sam.
Never seen a Jets hat like that before.
I know, Gene. All right, I'm going to see what Greg Tarr is talking about here. All right, hold on. So what happened here? Look at Flacco. Oh, he's so good. Threw it out of bounds. Okay.
Oh, he's so good. He just threw
See,
it.
I'm like 2 plays behind you guys, so I got to be careful what I look at here. Come on.
Oh, that was just that play.
Oh,
Dude, there's a flag on the play.
there you go. Automatic
Penalty.
first down. Look at
He's like saying penalty.
I think Sam would be happy if we won. He's trying to get the team to the playoffs. So if Joe Flacco comes in one game and gets us a win, he's just happy he's got one win down. I don't think. It all depends if Joe Flacco lights it up and makes Sam look like turd sauce. Look at that. Look at this.
That's this play.
Watch Frank Gore. Look at him. Boom. There you go. Take that, number 22.
21, man.
22.
21 is the one that hit him.
I know. But he hit 22.
22, 21. 22, 21. I wonder why this keeps on turning off.
Yes, Frankie D. I think Sam Darnold would be happy. it helps overall morale. I don't think there's any real quarterback competition yet. I really don't. Now, if Joe Flacco throws for 340 yards today, or 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, we might have a different story. But I just don't. I think Sam would be happy just to see a win. I think. What do I know?
I'm cutting out though. It's commercials.
That's a good question. So, Blunted Vegas, do you have Mangold sauce? Is that what you're using? Which one are you using? He's got a few. He's got like the regular one, the sweet one, the hot one, right? I haven't tried any of it yet. What are we eating today? Do we have any food?
No.
Get it?
Yeah.
I got a new one when I switched over to Spectrum Mobile. They're faster.
Anybody had Mangold sauce yet? Let me see.
What's mangold sauce?
Has anybody tried?
Oh, and more reliable.
They all say that. It's just jibber jabber. What? Did you sense any flap?
We're driving though, guys. This is it. This is our big drive.
I think it's like hemming and high with a little bit of humble.
You like that, Frank? Turd sauce?
No, they're just faster and more reliable.
It's like you have to be very careful, or you ruin the turd sauce. Perfect turds. Believe me, I live in an RV. I have to dump what's called the black tank. If there's ever been a thing I could label as turd sauce, other than Tremaine Johnson, it's that turd sauce, right?
Yeah, we should put it in one of those containers and send it to everybody.
That's right, dude. AMAYYM. I could not agree more. I could not agree more, man. What we would be doing if Mims was on the field. But what's up with this guy's hamstrings? This is week 5, dude. You know, he got those injuries started in the first week of training camp. You know, it's like, come on, man. Hey, do we have an extra plug over there? I need a plug.
Nope.
Take the phone one out. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dude, what the heck is happening?
What is it? What's
This one cutting out, like blacks out.
I don't
Turns
know.
off.
Yeah, is it too hot? Is it in the sun? All right, so guys, I'm going to bring on one of our friends, see what he thinks about this game so far. Say hello to Green Blood Blitz, everybody. Blitz, how you doing,
my
buddy?
New York brim and my gold tooth displayed. Nobody give me trouble cause they know I got it made. Well, I'm bad.
Are you singing? Are you really?
What's up,
Okay,
brother?
I thought you were singing Poison for a second there. I was like, no way.
I was singing ZZ Top, brother, man.
Right. I got it. Took me a second. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. I'm checking this game, and as usual, it's push and pull. You know, you can see Flacco has command of the offense. You know, just the way he's doing some. Can you hear me?
Yep. We got you clear.
Okay. What watching this game is showing me is that Sam Darnold, the game is still fast for him, man. That he's rushing, he's not seeing things the way he should. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be really good. But you can see with a vet in there, which I really didn't even want to see it, that Flacco's throwing passes, guys are dropping them. The running game is better. You can tell that they actually put something into it in practice the last couple of days. The defense is playing better, and Pierre Desir sucks.
Oh my God. it's funny where he had the picks, the pick 6 and the other pick last week, and it's like he's one of those guys. It's like he gets burned all day, and then you know what I mean, when he gets those big plays. But yeah, man, it's almost, I could use the word sad when we see a guy like Flacco come in. Now he's not lighting it up or anything, but he looks calmer back there. Sam's all fidgety. And
there's a command. And you can see that each play is happening, and it's the play, and that's it. He's not running for his life. He's not, although he did just actually run for a first down. I don't know how that was possible.
Right.
I didn't even know his knees worked anymore.
I know. But it's really concerning, and we were actually talking about that on in this live stream about 20 minutes ago. Is Sam damaged goods? Like, is he shell shocked, as we'd say, from the 2.5 years or really the first 2 years of getting blown up in the pocket? Can he calm down and get out of it? Because you see it, he has happy feet, and that's a bad thing to start happening.
I agree with you 100%, man. I think he actually has talent, toughness. I think he has everything he needs. I just think it's so unsure, and I think he's pressing because he believes in what he's doing, and he's trying to get it done. You know what I mean? But it's making him he's ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Like, he's ahead of what's happening. He's thinking too much. It's a simple check down, man. There's 3 choices. Throw the ball to a guy and then move on.
Yeah.
I think he's really putting it on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a young guy, man. He's a very young dude.
So guys, you heard it here from the mouth of Blitz. The whole thing with the Blitz is this. There are 3 guys. Throw it to one of them. I love it. I love it. It's like, but that's honest to God. That's been one of the problems. We've seen open guys. Now, we're not trying to say we have world beaters out there, but they are getting open at times, and Sam can't see them for some reason, and that's concerning.
I just watched Jeff Butter Smith fingers out there doing nothing. They were going through his hands, man. You know, who do we got? I know. Well, in reality, Jeff Smith, even though we're kind of excited about him, and I'm actually more excited for Vincent Smith. I think he's the next Robbie Anderson. But guys like Jeff Smith, these are practice squad receivers, man. These are, other than Crowder, obviously Hogan, who's an older vet now, but he's played, he's a legit NFL player. But pretty much everybody else, we were waiting for Mims. These guys are not really supposed to be on the field. You know what I mean? And that's these are our starters. So let me ask you, man, what do you think the final score is going to be in this game? Final score? Well, man, you're really putting me on the spot here. I'm going to have to say.
Yeah, it's not. Nobody's going to hold you to it.
Going to be 24-17. Jets win.
Jets win. There you go. I love it, Blitz. I love it. So any other thoughts?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
I was just going to say what I said before about Darnold when it's just pick one of the 3 guys. It's the simplicity, man. You know what I'm saying? In other words, what he has to do in his job for a living and go through all of the audibles, the 400 plays with 12 audibles in each. And, it can overwhelm you. And I just think at his age, being a very young guy who came into the league at 20 years old, it's probably overwhelming him. Yeah, when he's on the field, I mean, you can see Flacco's in there, and he's like, oh, I throw to this guy. Here's the flat. Here's the deep ball. Here's the mid. I just think maybe it's just overwhelming him. I don't think Sam is done. I don't think he's destroyed and all the, crazy crap they're writing over there. However, I did go to Home Depot today and buy some rope, and I'm looking for a rafter in my basement because when I'm on the boards, everything is the worst you've ever seen. We have to get rid of everyone.
Yeah. Well, like we talked about in the past, there are rumors going around, and you've heard them too, that Joe Douglas has no interest in Gase, Williams, Darnold, Adams, Bell. All these guys will be gone, and Joe Douglas will have his team. If we get the number 1 pick, you think we're taking Lawrence, or you think we're trading?
You know what? I don't know what they're gonna do, but what I would do is I would keep Darnold, and I would use the picks on playmakers. I think we need. If you're watching the game, we're stopping the run, and we don't really have a great secondary. But what we're really missing is a defensive end. We're missing the pass rush bad, man. It's tough to watch. There's nobody that Kyle Murray has all the time in the world back there to throw. It's ridiculous,
Dude, did you just watch Gase's play call on that 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 again? Instead of quarterback sneaking it with a half yard, he gives it to the running back and they get stuffed. It's really incredible, man. And that shows the stubbornness, Blitz. That shows how stubborn. 2 weeks ago, he got ridiculed for not doing a quarterback sneak. Here he is in the same situation, and he does the same thing to try to prove himself right, and it failed again. I'm telling you, it's brutal. This is worse than coat tight. I'm officially on that train.
I'm a fool, and I'm trying to believe, but the more I'm looking, like I said, I bought a rope today, so I'll figure it out from here.
Yeah. All right, Blitz.
Totally kidding.
I'm going to let you go. Thanks for checking in. We love having you. You always have fun stuff to talk about, and I appreciate it. And check back in later if you have any thoughts.
Absolutely, sir. I will talk to you soon. Enjoy.
All right, later. Green Blood
Peace,
Blitz,
bro.
everybody. Fun guy. 4th and a half yard, he gives the ball to the dancer that loses yardage. Right, dude. Look, this is exactly right. Mr. Stubby nailed it. 4th and a half yard, and he gives the ball to a dancer running back who has to get patient, not somebody who would just run and hit the hole. That's a LaMichael Pirine, and honestly, I think that's a quarterback sneak. You need 18 inches to get the first down, and you go back there and you hand it 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage to somebody who has to wait and see, a patient running back. It's incredible. That's all Gase. I agree. Andre Avila, absolutely. That is exactly what we're talking about. Remember, a couple weeks ago, we had the same situation, and we ridiculed Gase for the play calls on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. Now he's in the same situation. Points are there for us. We're there. We're ready to score some points. At minimum, a field goal. And what does he do? The same thing. Now, he'll say it. Look, this is proof to why he doesn't want to play Bell and all that kind of stuff. You know how Gase is looking at it. But in truth, he's a stubborn guy who does not learn and does not really know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what to do. Yep. It's incredible. Aim. It's the truth. He loves Frank Gore, but then when you need him, he doesn't do it. I don't understand. Media angel. Exactly right. We have a brilliant offensive mind. Now, who got blown up on the play too? That's one thing. He'll say they should have blocked, and I agree. But it's the play call. When the defense knows what you're going to do, it's real hard to stop them. Look at this. There we go. Look at this. Andre Avila. The play calling is why I have a hard time laying the majority on Sam. And I actually agree with that. I sincerely do. The problem is Sam damaged to the point where he needs a couple years, or at least 1 year, not playing so he can settle down again because he doesn't look good out there. Hey, can you get me another one of these, buddy? If there's a blue one in there, I'll take it. I don't know if there is. Look at Claypool. You see Claypool highlights? Why don't we get to see Mims? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, Desir. Look at him.
Oh,
You got to catch that, dude. Hey, everybody. Harry Davies is asking us the never answered question. Why are we so bad? Anybody have an answer for Harry?
oh my
Look at
God,
this.
we got it.
Look at Avery Williamson. Hey. So obviously they're ahead of us, Jigs. Let's watch Williamson. Oh, okay. Neville Hewitt. Look at Frankie Louver with a nice block. Good. Wow, I know, right? Blunted Vegas. The Jets are on red zone. It's crazy. Let's see what we got here. A delay of game.
I don't know if you'd expect anything else.
Dude, how in the world can you get a delay of game on that? How? There you go, Harry. Jason LeBron says ownership is the problem. Right, I get it, Andre. I do. Okay, Bell. I know, guys. Like, in truth, we need a real cleaning house. Like, Joe Douglas has to be the only piece that stays as far as, like, the coaching. No Greg Williams, no Andre Carter. Don't hold anybody over. Get rid of the defensive backs coach that stayed over from Bowles. Denard, maybe. I forget his name. Terrible pass. Jesus.
Yeah, I think Joe Douglas should tank.
He is tanking, I think. Preteen Beam said, say that again?
Joe Douglas should tank. Do what the Dolphins did.
And then what? Get the number one pick?
And get the number one pick.
There you go. You heard it here first. Officially, Joe Douglas should tank. Bad pass. But if he would have jumped, Hines Ward, I don't know. He's only been coaching for 2 years. I just think clean it, man. Get everybody out. That's what I think. Hire Greg Roman and let him build his staff the way he wants to build his staff. Just reproduce the Ravens, dude. We got Joe Douglas. We got the other guy, the director of player personnel. Can't remember his name. Yeah, 3 points. 3 points. We're gonna win.
It's now a part of T-Mobile, our nationwide 5G.
Don't worry, John Holton. Everybody, John Holton has arrived. Don't you worry, buddy. We were waiting for you right here. Don't you sweat it.
And it's about to get even
Sprint is now part of the nationwide, giving us the capacity and coverage to reach integrate Sprint's network into ours, giving us the capacity and coverage more people and places across the country.
Jets mess, that is the saddest thing ever. So look what Jason LeBron says. What do you guys think of this comment? Ownership doesn't have football experience, so they go by rumor or by personality instead of looking for qualified individuals to run the team. If you brought in a good GM, let the GM build his team. I agree. Now, here's the thing with that. I think that if Joe Douglas does in fact fire Adam Gase, which I think is coming, unless a miracle turnaround takes place and we're 11-5 or 12 or 10-6 or something. When he fires Gase, the hierarchy is going to be set. There's no way that they're going to bring in a head coach and he's already going to be equal with Joe Douglas, who will have been here for 2 years at that point. What you got there? Cheese thick. Cheese cubes. So I think, but you're absolutely right, Jason LeBron. It makes no sense. Why would the guys who have literally no football experience require that they are in the middle of all decisions? It makes no sense. And that's ego. Thanks for the comment, Jason. Right. Joe Douglas needs to build a team starting with his own coach and, sadly, more than likely, his own quarterback. Sucks. What do you think? Little Colby Jack cubes? What do you think of that?
I'm going to turn that off, Betty. No, never mind.
This one?
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, Greg, I actually disagree. No, where Gase is concerned, I think there might be a little bit more problem. But I think once Gase is gone, which he will be, Joe Douglas is going to be the king of the Jets. And that's the way it should be. He's the only guy in the house that knows anything about football. Oh, my God. How are you not spying this guy? Who are we looking at here?
Marcus May is right here. Moves that way.
Yeah, did you see how badly Marcus May bit on that quarterback keep? Did you see it? Marcus May bit so hard on that quarterback keeper, and he was the guy. He has. He's supposed to rush, but he probably has contained. I don't know what's going on.
Said this answer first runner second for Kyler Murray. When people watch him run like that, I think sometimes they get the opposite impression of this young quarterback. No, I mean that's what he is. I mean, he is a good thrower of the football.
Yeah. But Ethan R. That's the problem, is that Marcus May was sent on that blitz. He has to be able to see who has the ball. These guys. Larry Fitzgerald, everybody.
Hopkins hasn't really done anything this game. He's got like a few catches.
That's right. Yeah, May did bite on that one. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, he was going to get crushed. Now, I'm a couple plays behind you guys. But that dropped pass by the receiver, that's called hearing footsteps. Look at him. He was looking. He didn't want to get crushed by McDougal. He knew he was going to get leveled. And that's good. That's why laying some pops in the early part of the game is so important. Go ahead. Who's that walking off? Who got injured?
No one. I think it was just their receiver who just dropped it. What's that? Might be him.
Wait, blunted Vegas. What are you talking about here? Chris Johnson already anointing Trevor Lawrence to Jets savior. Who's Chris Johnson? You mean the running back? CJ2K? Are you talking about Chris Johnson? I'm losing my mind. Is that one of our owners' names?
Yeah,
Chris Johnson?
maybe. I'm
Look at
not
this
sure.
guy. Look at Jared Goff. Chris Johnson already anointing Trevor Lawrence to Jets savior, the guy who will finally bring us a ring as soon as he can hire Jeff Fisher, allegedly. What? What are you talking about?
Who's Jeff Fisher?
We're not hiring no Jeff Fisher, dude. Oh.
Is ear equal bad? Look, he fell over. I'm pretty sure.
Look at that. See that fake? He actually hit him. The running back's elbow hit him in the chin. Oh.
Yeah, it's a
That
false
was
start.
yeah, but that's no, it's not. They would stop the play if it was a false start. Oh my god!
Flag.
I know, but it's on the Jets.
I know.
Right, Andre. If Jeff Fisher is the guy we hire as our coach, I'm ending this crap. I'm done. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to take a year or two off. I'll check in every now and then to see if we have any wins or anything, but I'm not doing it. I'm not. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but the day that we lost in Buffalo to the Rex Ryan Buffalo Bills, I was in Epcot at Disney World, and I was having a good day. And when I kept hearing them, I was getting updated by some friends and everything. Dude, this is crazy. Well, just like that, they're just driving down. So I was in Epcot, and the Jets were losing that game. All we had to do was beat the Bills, and we were in the playoffs, and the whole thing at 11-5. It was like that was a good year for us. We had a legitimate offense, legitimate defense. Everything was going well. Revis was still playing, kind of. And when we lost that game, I started to get into a bad mood, and I just said, you know what? I refuse to allow the Jets to ruin my time at Disney World with my family. Get him. And I shut it off. I told my friend to stop updating me and everything, and I didn't watch the Jets for 2 years. I did not watch in 16 and 17 outside of a game. I watched one like the second half of a Miami game and a couple of things, but I didn't watch the Jets for 2 years. And when we were going to pick, I heard about all the quarterbacks coming out, and I knew we had a high pick and everything, so I thought, hey, let me check in on that, and here I am. But it's not beyond me to take 2 years off, man. And if we hire Jeff Fisher, that's what's going on. Come on.
We have absolutely no pressure.
Oh, my God.
The Jets can't have anything nice.
Unbelievable.
Somehow every single alignment that we had last year is looking good.
Just a different look.
Crazy.
Williams. Only bringing two guys. They weren't actually pass rushing. They were just scared the line of scrimmage. You can see here. When the ball takes place.
Well, let's see. Nig Ward.
He was doing that for Hopkins. I mean, that was making too
I
low
know.
on Hopkins. Is that the same Kenyon trade down there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
They traded him?
Yeah. So, look, Nick Ward. Let's say the Jets get number 1 overall. Seahawks land at 29. What would you say to going Trevor Lawrence at 1, Rashad Bateman at 29, and Etienne at 33? I'm in. I don't know which receivers I like better than the others and all that kind of stuff just yet. I like the kid from Alabama. So I'm so spacey. I can't remember his name for some reason. It's right there. Yeah, touchdown. There you go. We're not stopping Kyler Murray. So I think that's exactly what we should do. If we're going to draft Trevor Lawrence, the first thing you do is you get him a big receiver to go alongside of Mims and potentially Crowder. Nice big one. Joe Douglas obviously likes big wide receivers. Every single receiver that he brought in this year is 6'2" and above. Everyone. So he brought in every, 6'2" and above, 6'5", 6'3", all that kind of stuff, and fast. Everybody he brought in is big and fast. So as long as you draft a nice, big and fast wide receiver to go with Mims, like think about this. Mims, his rookie year is a red shirt, right? You missed that. Oh, I thought he missed it.
Lamar Jackson almost blocked it.
Did he?
Almost, he got it.
So this is kind of like, sorry guys, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm trying to watch the end of this. So you bring in Mims this is a red shirt year. So next year you bring in Trevor Lawrence. Becton's healthy. By the end of the year, Cam Clark will be our starting guard, and one or the other, I think, probably right guard. Fant looks good at the right tackle spot. You got Jared Hilbers waiting in the wings. He's going to be a decent offensive lineman. He might need a year or two, but anyway, you draft Trevor Lawrence. You got Mims coming back. The offensive line is being added to, nice and big and strong. Maybe we bring in a Joe Thuney or something like that. And you give this guy another big wide receiver, nice strong offensive line, and then you give him the running back, just like that. What do you guys think? So Nick Ward, I think it's a good point, and I think that's exactly what we do. We're definitely going offense. Now, the only thing I could see messing that up is we do want to bring in a legitimate upper echelon pass rusher. So that's the only thing I can see getting in the middle there. Well, we got 2/3 as well. And that's where you get the other offensive linemen. That's where you get good cornerbacks, good running backs, and good wide receivers. So I don't know. Maybe you take with 33. Maybe you take a pass rusher instead of the running back.
I would take the pass rusher. I would take the pass rusher. I believe in Michael Pirine.
Yeah, Quentin Williams is. I don't know, man. If I could trade him, I would trade him too. Get a second for him and call it a day. I'm telling you, they should be blowing it all up right now. At the trade deadline, they should blow it all up. Yeah, right. Right. See, the thing is most people aren't going to do what Jamal Adams did. Jamal Adams, when it all comes down to it, and on the surface, it's a good move for him to get out of there. But the way he did it was like a piece of dog shit. So it doesn't matter what you think and all that sort of stuff. You shouldn't be doing that. Calling the owner a racist, calling, whatever he said about Gase and the other players on the team. It's just, you don't do that. But he got what he wanted. The funny part about it is that he's not actually playing all that well in Seattle. He's been a liability in coverage. He's been burned approximately 5 times for like 180 yards or something like that.
And then
and 2 touchdowns. And then, right, you want to go?
The guy who replaced him already has 2 interceptions.
Right, Neal. The kid that's playing for Jamal Adams while he's injured is from the practice squad, and he actually has 2 picks in as many weeks. So there you go, Le'Veon Bell. Yeah! Boo! 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 Hey, man, thanks for hanging out with me, man. All right. Bell has 8 carries for 44 yards. Well, dude, you couldn't have said it better. Bell is the kind of guy who gets better as the game goes on, right? He starts to understand the defense. He starts to get loose. You know what I mean? You just keep running the ball. Stop with the Frank Gore bullshit or, the Michael Piron. Obviously, you want to spell him and stuff like that. You got to keep Bell in, even on the passing plays and all that, because then it disguises the look. If Bell's out and then you bring him in and run the ball every time, they know as soon as he comes in, they're running the ball. And Gase isn't one to set things up like that. He's just not. Although he was in Miami, which is kind of bizarre that he's not at all here. No. I'll fix that. See this? This is the kind of stuff I deal with. You guys know what that is?
It's like a tiny salad bowl.
Hello. It's like a tiny salad bowl. Is that what you said? All right.
Very tiny.
Oh yeah, Brian J. Schumer. Don't get me wrong; they're 4-0 or whatever. I think they're 3-1, right? Or no, they're 4-0. But let me tell you, that's not because of the defense. The defense is getting burned all over the place. Russell Wilson is playing out of his mind, and so that makes Jamal happy. Like I said, it's not a bad move what he did. He's clearly in a better situation. They're 4-0. We're 0-4. We're talking about firing the coach. You know what I mean? They're over there having a great time.
Dancing around all happy.
We're having MVP talk over there for Russell Wilson. But that all said, my point is that they just traded 2 first-round picks and a third and Bradley McDougal for Jamal Adams, and they receive a 4th, as you guys know. He's been burned 5 times. 2 touchdowns were directly on him, okay? And the kid who replaced him has 2 picks. So Jamal still has a few sacks. He's obviously getting his tackles. Nobody can take that away from the guy. The guy's as sure a tackler as anybody else on the field. But the point is Seattle going to give this guy a $15 to $20 million contract? It's going to be somewhere in there when next year. He's going to want it next year. Don't think that squawking is going to stop. He's going to want it next year. Are they going to pay him $15 to $20 million a year when he's a liability in pass coverage and the guy who replaced him is actually having more of an impact on the game? Make no mistake, picks are better than sacks, okay? Picks are better than sacks. Obviously, there are situations where a sack can be the biggest thing and all that, of course. But as far as a stat, somebody with 4 picks and somebody with 4 sacks, that you'll take the picks every day of the week. Every day of the week. So this young kid came in and he's got 2 picks, which Seattle doesn't really do right now. Their defensive backs are it's troubling. So yes, Brian Schumer. I agree. Look at Herndon.
Finally.
Alex Smith is back on the field. Let's do that. Let's give Alex Smith a round of applause. Unbelievable. Good for Alex Smith. Like you guys know, I pretty much hate every player in the league.
Watch at the end.
Hold on.
How?
What was it?
Basically, the ball popped out, I'm pretty sure.
When he hit the ground?
Yeah.
So did they get the ball? The Cardinals?
They grabbed it, but they're reviewing the play right now.
That's a fumble. No, his knee's down. Knees down.
It moved just a little bit. So.
Doesn't matter. He got the ball.
That knee's down, and he has it.
Right. Even now, he'd be down. So what's up? That's stupid. This is a stupid play. So I hate every player who's not on the Jets. I mean, some are more fun to watch and all that, but I don't root for anybody. But when somebody has a major injury like that, fights and claws their way back and gets back on the field and then obviously wins a starting job, I'm all for that. I'm rooting for everybody in that respect. Good for Alex Smith. Really, Ramsey, helmet to helmet. Kyle Allen has a concussion. Don't you feel bad for Kyle Allen, though? Don't you? He finally gets in. He's the guy, the coach, the new coach chose him to start over Alex Smith. That's like he's doing well. He's endearing himself to the new coaching staff. And he gets a freaking concussion. I hate that stuff.
He has to regain control before that ball is taken away. But again, even though Patrick Peterson scooped up the ball, ran uncontested into the end zone, this is not going to turn into a defensive score. Correct. They can't give any advance because the officials ruled the play dead.
Isn't it funny seeing Kingsbury over there and the Jets? He came to the Jets first, and we could have hired him. Now, I wasn't a big Kingsbury fan. I didn't want that hire, but it's significantly different.
Oh no, he's not down. I think he might not be down.
He still got it, though. He still got it. He didn't lose. Right. Come on.
Mad. Did you see Adam Gase still when they got possession again? He was just like this. He didn't care. Looked like he didn't care at all. Adam Gase.
Yeah, he's not even paying attention.
Is that?
He's not even. Adam Gase isn't even paying attention. He's just working on the next doodle. That's what he's doing. So now John Holton, just to cap the Jamal Seattle thing, he's absolutely right. If Russell Wilson doesn't keep up with this. Seriously, MVP candidate worthy season, Seattle's going to start losing some games, and that improves our draft pick. So there's that. Good call by the refs. We maintain possession. Good catch by Herndon.
Wow, man.
See how Flacco doesn't crumble in the pressure, though? That's the difference, man. Now, it's not always what you want, but you see it's like calm. There's a calm there.
Did you see that he leveled? I think that was Van Roten. They leveled him.
Oh, what's the call?
This is just using what you have.
Was that a dude? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's holding on Bell, dude. So easy to see. What you got? 14-3? Yes, I'm live streaming. Joe's go up and let it.
Okay.
I need your script.
Why can't you just pick it up and carry it? Right?
Flimsy arms.
Don't spill anything and watch the cords.
The laundry.
Oh, Flacco.
So it's on your seat. Or no, it's on the front seat. I don't know. It's really heavy.
Ugh. This was our first. We had the other drive, but this was a good-looking drive.
Target. That's exactly what Van did. He got his shoulders on his toes, which is not the position for an offensive lineman.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
So he sighted the target, and the result is a turnover. We're on the field of turnovers. They're going to take a look at this. All turnovers are reviewed.
What?
They're going to look at this to see if Flacco had control all the way to the
So what happened? Did we lose the ball?
So give the Jets a chance maintain the possession here after the guard had sack. And this is the angle we're looking
There you go, Blunted Vegas.
and the ball still in Flacco.
We must acknowledge the fact that we are unofficially tanking. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hold on a second, guys. Thank you. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Dropped a few things. Is there any more in the car?
Yeah, there is.
Merrill, is there any more you want him to bring in? Okay. Okay.
And gets an opportunity, makes a great play. And the excitement of the energy, the excitement of the Cardinals, something that was missing in their
All right. What do we got? Van Roten sucks. You know what? Unfortunately, I have to agree. The guy's a backup at best. And that's the guy. That's where Cam Clark, when his shoulder heals, I don't even know why we haven't heard anything about him. That's the guy coming in to take that spot. That's his spot. It's waiting for him. Right, Jack D. I agree. And therein lies the silver lining of why Gase is still our head coach. Joe Douglas knows. Do me a favor. Go in the bedroom on mommy's side. There's the little charger. Can you get me that?
Yeah. The little charger.
Bridgewater. What'd they say? Bridgewater has 261 yards in the first half. Is that real? That's crazy. So, guys, if you get the chance, I don't like pandering and all that sort of stuff, but give me a like. Give me a like, and whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, let me see. I think most of you, 2/3 of you are on YouTube. Give me a like if you can. You know, we've had over 100 people in here collectively at times, and I got 6 likes. Unless you really don't like me, in which case I don't want you to like me, you know, whatever. But it'd be nice. It helps. It does.
It helps his ego.
Look at this kid. Don't you love him? Such a good kid. What's going on here? Come on, Joe. Look at this. See that check down? Did you get the first?
No. This is all the way up there.
Oh, is it? So that was 3rd down. Okay, no wonder he was so wide open. There you go. Follow John Holton, everybody. Thank you. I do appreciate it sincerely. There you go. If you guys have more than one account, you can do that too. Thanks, Blunted Vegas. I'll tell you, man, the pain. The pain.
Of being a Jets fan.
Yeah.
One of the stars out if you're going as like Chandler Jones out with a biceps injury. It's more of a
Oh, my God, that was almost blocked. Look at him. Bad punt. I think he might have got a finger on that.
really lucky it wasn't blocked. A lot of pressure from Charles Washington. And Charles actually is walking off the field slowly at the 40-yard line
Right.
because he knows that he missed the opportunity. And he almost slowed down.
How much fun is it being a Chiefs fan? You think these days? Did he touch it?
He almost slowed down. If he lays out,
Yeah, he almost slowed down.
Yeah, but look, he pulled it.
I'm not seeing them down there talking to coaches.
No, it was untouched.
And I think if he would have laid out, he knew he might have had a shot.
Yeah, I think that was untouched. Yeah.
More concerned about a potential weapon. Yeah, absolutely. And, you train and drill that when you take it off the field and go in front of the puck to avoid that contact.
I can't believe that drive went nowhere.
Very short to Edmonds.
Edmonds.
Down in the arms of Williamson and Hewitt. Now, just to keep track here, Sam Gonzalez going yesterday was good for about 56. He hit a 56-yarder in San Francisco. Washington Bulldogs hit another one. Short into Edmonds.
These guys are so open.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like they have at least a yard on like all sides. What happened to all the tight man?
in NFL history with 5 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns in a team's first 5 games of the season.
Oh, Kyler Murray with a triple-double. There you go. Everybody, answer Ryan's question. Why are we watching this? What is it about our damaged psyches that require that we endure this every week? What you got there? I can't. We're all measured.
There's more in there.
All right, guys, I'm going to take my first pee break. In just a second, we watch this play.
Hopkins hasn't really been doing it.
Don't talk like that. Knock on wood. Hurry up.
Oh, here it comes.
There it is. Look at this. Good. I'm glad I stuck around for that play. All right, let's see. Guys, I'll be right back. Other play. Oh, it's just a. I'll be right back. Well, it's going to be halftime. Yeah, I have to use the little girls' room before we do halftime.
The girls' room.
Be right back. All right, it's muted. All right, guys, hold on. We have our first of our halftime guests. Let me take off the overlay. Let's see what Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7 thinks of this wonderful game today. Ryan, man, how you doing?
Oh man, this is just brutal. I feel like we can't get any excitement. The biggest takeaway for me is there's just no excitement from anyone on the Jets at all. Like the most excitement we saw was like Avery Williamson smiling after that interception. And aside from that, it just seems like none of these guys are having fun. And I get when you're losing, it's not fun, but it doesn't feel like they want to play.
Right. I'm going to bring in Mr. Matt O'Leary to join our delightful conversation on how incredibly boring this game is. O'Leary, how you doing?
We suck. This is not fun.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It really is. It's just most uninspired. Like a lot of the comments on the live stream are like, why are we doing this? Like, like, what is this? What are we all hanging out here for? We're just watching this boring game. So let's do this. Are there any highlights, Matt? What are you seeing as a potential highlight? You might have to dig deep, but what are some positives? Let's try to change our outlook here.
I think Le'Veon Bell's looked pretty good in the first half. I thought he looked good running the ball. They got him on the outside a little bit too, which I liked, not just, feeding him in between the tackles. Outside of that, there's really not a whole lot just because the defense is playing exactly how I expected them to. They can't stop Kyler Murray, and the passing game hasn't been good either. So really the only thing sticking out to me is Le'Veon. He looks like he's, I don't know if Pittsburgh self, but a capable running back for sure.
Right, except for when you're on 4th and 1 with about 18 inches to get for the first, probably giving it to the patient inefficient running back who sits behind the line and scans wasn't the best move.
True.
But I actually agree. I think Le'Veon looks pretty good. Ryan, what are you seeing as some positives? See anything else?
I mean, I'll say I don't feel like Kyler's running as bad, like as well as I thought he was going to run against us. I still don't think we're doing a great job against him, but I mean, it's not like Josh Allen where he was kind of all over the place. It felt like it was play after play. This one, I don't know. Our Jets team just isn't equipped to like handle skilled athletes on the other team in any capacity.
Right. It almost feels like the Cardinals aren't even playing as hard as they could, right? They don't need to really come to play. Like they even look kind of slow and just hanging out. Look, and they're blowing us out. So they don't even need to. It feels like that on their end. Like for them, if we came really ready to play, this could have been a trap game for them. Mm-hmm. So what do you think of Joe Flacco? You think Sam Darnold has any concern? What's your evaluation? We can start with Matt. Any thoughts on that guy?
He's playing about as I expected him to. Very, very conservative. Going to just take what's in front of him. I really don't think Sam has anything to worry about. I don't think he looked great in that first half. He's on pace to throw for what, like 130 yards, 140 yards? Like, I don't know. I don't think so to worry about with Joe Flacco. Hopefully we see Sam next week.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt. So there was some question in the chat. Do you think Sam Darnold is rooting for a win, or do you think, like, is he capable of being happy for the guy who replaced him winning? You think that's or you think it's going the other way? He's rooting for a loss.
Not really. I don't think Sam's that kind of guy. I know that, that maybe human nature, like, I don't know if I could do that personally, but I feel like these athletes have different mindset. They really want the team to do well. And I don't really think he's rooting for Flacco to play poorly. I definitely think Sam wants to be out there and play, but I think he realizes, what's happening here. And at the end of the day, I just think he wants wins.
Right. That's it's an interesting question. I actually agree with you, Ryan. What do you think of our replacement quarterback today?
Yeah, I don't think Sam has anything to worry about. Flacco hasn't played in over a year. It's just kind of a lot of rust, a lot of no skilled athletes, not really a whole lot of push from the offensive lineman up front. So I guess it's as good as you could kind of expect him to play given the circumstances. I don't think Sam has anything to worry about. I'm hoping we get him back next week, so at least we have something interesting to watch. Like not having Becton, not having Mims, not having Sam. If the only thing you're looking forward to is Bell, who's kind of been underwhelming the last year and a half, it's not really super exciting to like try and watch.
Well, we do have Lamar Jackson as a starting outside corner, so that's pretty good. That's kind of fun.
A little bit.
I mean, little bit. It's what'd you say, Matt?
I said I'd rather watch him than Desir. He's looked bad again this week too.
Yeah, Desir stinks.
Right, and he had that pick. Right. You know what? I actually used your comment, Ryan. I just put up there, Desir equals bad. That's one of the top 5 comments that I've ever heard. Seriously, I love it to death.
There's no other way to go about it. The guy just like, it's weird because he's like in position to make some plays. Like he almost had another interception today, but like just doesn't come down with it, or like just he doesn't make the play when it needs to be made. And I don't know, it's frustrating. There's not a whole lot of positives I could take away from like anyone on the field aside from maybe the punter and the kicker, I guess. Special teams. Woo.
And then he just kind of had one. One of the things I noticed with Joe Flacco that I think could be considered a positive is that when the line is starting to break down, he doesn't jump, like he doesn't get that happy feet thing. So he has stayed in that pocket a little longer than I think Sam does sometimes and hit the receivers, which for me kind of highlights how PTSD Sam just might be. Like he gets fidgety within the first 2 seconds. Now we like him to run out, like it's part of what we want about him, but it just kind of shows that maybe the line isn't breaking down quite as fast as we thought it was. Any thoughts on the line in general, Matt?
Yeah, I thought they were okay. Fant got beat a couple times in the first half. that was a little much. But I agree with you that Flacco isn't someone who's going to panic, and I think that Sam does have some PTSD going. Maybe this week off is actually going to be something that's good for Sam in terms of just being able to sit and watch and see what Flacco is doing in the pocket. I don't think it's anything like long term that we got to worry about with Flacco just being in there for I believe this week. But maybe like I said, maybe this is a good thing for Sam. He could just look and see and say, okay, like that's how I got to be comfort wise in the pocket, and I know I can make any throw, and start to get some confidence back. Because to me, that's the biggest thing with Sam. I think it's the confidence just isn't there.
Right, and that theory kind of worked in season 1 with him when he was out those 3 games. He came back. He was literally completely handling the game different. He looked like a different guy after the injury. So maybe you got a point there. That would be, I would love to see him come back and actually make the decision to pick, another quarterback difficult, because right now, if it just continues this way, I think sadly we're just looking at the end, and that, I don't know. I don't want that to be the case. So what do we think? Tell my people here, what are the Jets going to do in the second half to win this game? What's going to happen, Ryan?
Man, to win this game, what are we looking at score-wise right now? What's this? We're looking at 14-3? 17-3? I don't know. I want to see some life. That's what I just want to see, some life out of this team. Get something exciting going, a big play, whether it's a play to Jeff Smith, some kind of broken play. Because I agree. I'd like to see some life out of this team, so that way you could make the decision to possibly select a quarterback a little bit harder. I know you can't really do that with Sam not in there. I don't know if you guys watched any of the game yesterday with Clemson versus Miami. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdowns, and then our guy Etienne, Matt was bringing him up last week. Big fan of Etienne. I don't know if he's going to make it to that Seattle pick. I think you might have to trade up to get to him if the Jets wanted him at the back end of the first.
Yeah, I like.
Oh, that you guys were chatting about whether or not to draft him on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I love Travis.
Big Etienne fans, huh?
Absolutely.
That'd be nice. There was even some rumblings about talking to Clemson coach about coming here. So you get Trevor Lawrence, Etienne, and bring the coach over, and let's do that. Let's do Clemson.
Just throw all your money at him.
So Matt, what
you need? Make it happen.
Right. That's the thing. Right. But, it's like that's part of the excitement for this. If I can get and really buy into the idea, this is an unofficial tank, which is why Gase is still here, which is why there's no scrambling to fill to bring in other players or trades or anything like that. It's just hey, man, we're just going to let this one ride, and we're going to rebuild the entire team next year. So that helps. I think. I can't this early in the season root for losses. I just don't. I try, but I don't have it. This early, week 8 and on, I can. You know what I mean?
I'm way beyond that. I'm tank 0-16. Bottom comes out. I want to see Sam do well. And if we end up with the second or third pick, then maybe we take the wide receiver, we take the edge rusher, and you build around Sam and you don't trade him. But based on everything I'm looking at, I don't know. It's hard to root for wins right now. I want to see him win. I want to see him play well. I just don't want to see him like winning with Flacco as your quarterback does nothing for me. It doesn't help Sam's development. It doesn't help this team's development. It literally just shoots us in the foot. So I'm, as far as it hurts to say, I'm not rooting for a win today.
Yeah. Well, I get it. Unless Flacco was to come in and have some sort of Vinny Testaverde resurgence. Don't forget, he was a Super Bowl winning quarterback not too long ago, so who knows? But I don't think it's happening. That all said. So, Matt, what do you think? Do you see any path to a victory here? And if you do, what would that look like?
It's going to be very, very tough to win this game. I think if they were to get themselves back into it, they have to start taking some more chances offensively. They've been too conservative, which is something that Adam Gase has really been throughout his Jets tenure. And defensively, they need a strong second half because again, I think they looked pretty weak in the first. It's been ugly all around on both sides of the ball, so I think it's going to be difficult for this team to snap out of that and get back in this game.
Right. So if it keeps going this way, it'll be a 34-6 loss, which sounds about right, doesn't it? It really does. For the uninspired way that we're playing, it's just crazy. So let me ask you: Are we doing the post game over at Jets 24/7 today? Is that happening?
I hope we have some some stuff to talk about. Yeah, I'm down for it. Maybe a half hour or so, try to see what people are saying, some of the fans' thoughts.
Right. So everybody, we are going to be heading over to Ryan's Jets Talk 24/7 channel. O'Leary, myself, and Ryan, we're gonna talk about this in a little bit more detail at the end of the game for a little while, and you guys should come and hang out with us. We can commiserate at worst. You know what I mean?
Misery loves company.
So, yeah, exactly. It makes it better, man. Misery does love company. Look, you guys are the best. As everybody knows, you are my two favorite YouTube creators where the Jets are concerned. And I appreciate you being, I know, isn't that sweet? I appreciate you being here, and let's look for a nice, good second half.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for having us on, Green Bean.
Thanks, Green Bean.
All right. See you, Matt. Later, bud. As you guys already know, that was Matt O'Leary NY, and Jets Talk 24/7's Ryan. Like I just shared with you, literally my two favorite content creators where it comes to the Jets. And we are going to be heading right after this. We'll end this in a few minutes after the game, and I'm going to jump over there and join Ryan's channel, and we'll talk about the full game and how we were able to come back and win. What do you guys think? So let me check in some of your comments. I saw some good stuff. I wanted to thank Christopher Johnson for stopping by. I did send him an invite. I didn't think he was going to come, but it's nice to see that he did stop by. He agrees with Blunted Vegas 702. You're right. He's going to bring back Gino, which should be really, really good. I think I think Gino has simmered long enough. He's ready to come in and be the Super Bowl winning quarterback that he was always planning to be. All right, let's see. I'm going to back up. We should get out in the field at this one. I'm stretching out my hammy now. There you go. I wouldn't want my son. Yeah, right. Would you want your son playing for the Jets right now? You know what I mean? Like, you go there and it's like an abyss. It's like an abyss. The one Super Bowl, the superstar that we did have, shot his way out of town, said and did everything he could. He had no leverage, and he was able to get himself traded. Now, I think between us, I think it was part of Joe Douglas's plan the whole time, ever since Jamal went around him to Chris Johnson last year during the trade deadline and made all those waves. I think Joe Douglas knew right then Jamal was an all-pro, and he said, this is the highest his value is ever going to be. He's going into year 4. He's been to the Pro Bowl twice. He's an all-pro this year. And he's on a $3 million or $6 million contract. This is when to get value for him. And he did it. So, but as far as would you want your son playing for the Jets? Now, look, if Joe Douglas fires Gase, hires Greg Roman, they bring in a good young defensive coordinator, maybe Richard from Dallas or something like that. They draft Trevor Lawrence, a couple big wide receivers, some line, nice edge rusher, all that kind of stuff. All right. So you need a legit organization. That's the thing. Joe Douglas is that. Now, that being said, he's going to make his mistakes. I believe Robbie Anderson was a mistake, and this is what you do. This is what you deal with when you hire a first-time GM or coach for that matter. Look at this. Whenever you hire somebody who's never been in that position before, on a decision-making position, they're going to make mistakes. It's just part of the deal, okay? So I think we can all, at least this first year and a half, we can all look and say, all right, what Joe Douglas has done, get him.
Oh, my God.
Who was that?
I think that was Basham.
Yeah. You look at the trades he's made, whether it's the Leonard Williams trade, who can deny that we got the better end of that deal? And Leonard Williams is a good player. Nobody's going to say otherwise. He's good. He's solid. But he wants $20 million a year, and he's not getting it. Okay? So they lost a third, and they lost another fifth-round pick this year. I think the third we got, wasn't that Ashton Davis? I'm not sure. I think it might have been. So that's a good trade. He used 1 6th-round pick last year to get Hairston. Hairston didn't make, he didn't play enough time to the deal. The conditions weren't met, let's say it that way. The conditions weren't met. He took that same 6th-round pick. So he got Hairston over here, got the pick back, and traded it back to the Colts for Quincy Wilson. Now, I don't really like either one of those players all that much. There you go. String it out nicely. That was a very good D. That was good D. Strung it.
4, maybe 5 yards.
No, he didn't get that much. He got like 2 yards.
3 yards.
3 yards, right. But that's the other way they strung it out. He couldn't pick anywhere to go. Oh, get off the field, Quinnen Williams already. This guy, he's just huffing and puffing. Be a loss. What's he doing? They're running all over us. So he used that 6th-round pick to get 2 cornerbacks with NFL playing experience. I'd say that's a pretty good job. He traded a 6th-round pick for Demaryius Thomas last year, got it back from the Patriots this year. So he traded with the Giants, traded with the Patriots twice, and in my opinion, got the better end of that deal in both. And then obviously what he was able to get for Jamal Adams. He's not giving out contracts. We all heard this year that the word on the street is the Jets are no longer going to be the negotiating tool that agents use to get more money from a better squad. So made the mistake with Robbie Anderson. Obviously, Ryan Khalil was a mistake, was the only move he could make, but it still didn't look too good. I think letting Harrison go was also a mistake. So he's going to have those. He's not a seasoned GM, but I think what he's proven is that he knows what he's doing. We won't agree with everything he does, but I think so. When you have an adult in the room, you got Joe Douglas in the room, and he gets rid of loser fakers like Adam Gase. And even to a lesser degree, Greg Williams. I think Greg Williams' time has just passed. And I like Greg Williams. I always have. I like that style of defense. You know what I mean? I like animals and I like assholes. That's what I like. That's kind of probably because I am an asshole. But that's what I like. So, but I just, I'm tired of it. I don't want it. I want somebody who's smart, who is on the cutting edge of, football thinking, scheming, play design, those types of things. I want that. That's what I want. Somebody with experience, but somebody who's like, for example, when the Chiefs got Andy Reid. The Eagles got rid of him because for whatever reason they couldn't seem to win the Super Bowl with him there, but anybody knew that guy knows what he's doing, man. So he had experience and he was on the cutting edge of offensive thinking. That's what I want. So let's see what we got. Aaron Donald with his 3rd sack of the day. That would be a career year for some. Right, that's the year. Quinnen Williams had 2.5 sacks last year, so he got more today than Q had in his last year. What's up? Excuse me. So what is my take on Quinnen Williams? Let's see. Quinnen Williams is a tough one because I love him. I would not have picked him, and I was disappointed when that was the pick that we made. Get him! Yeah! John Franklin Myers with the big sack. Isn't that interesting? Quinnen Williams goes out. The next play, we get a big sack. Look at the sack, please. He crushes Sweezy. Look at that. Oh, my God. Swim move. So, again, I wouldn't have taken Quinnen Williams. I thought it was a stupid pick. Number one, you should have traded back for 80 cents on the dollar. That's what you should have done. You should have gotten a second and a third, or a second this year and a second next year. That's what you do to move back. Look at that catch. He didn't even go down yet. See how good Fitzgerald is, man? Jesus. Yeah, I know. Look at Roethlisberger. Look at these guys. So, but I think he showed elite hand skills, footwork, burst, drive, all those kinds of things. He had elite skills, but it was only a 1 year, 1 year sample size, let's call it. So I wouldn't have drafted him, and I don't know. I mean, I'm really disappointed in what he's doing. Who's
Franklin
that?
Myers is down.
John Franklin Myers got hurt on that big sack.
No, the play after that.
So I don't know. I think the jury's still out on Quentin Williams. He's 24 years old. He does already have, I think, 3 sacks this year. I don't know. I don't think he's the dominant player that we hoped. I mean, he could still turn into that, but it's not looking good. Yep, Claypool was a great pick. Everybody was surprised to see him, picked before guys like Mims and Chenault and some others. But the guy's a stud. He's a hybrid tight end wide receiver, super fast, super big, super strong. So I think it's about right. Yeah, look at this one. Blunted Vegas says Chris Herndon is a bust. Well, he was a 4th round pick, so we didn't put too much into him, but I agree, he sucks. He drops way too many passes, he struggles to get open, and he's injured or suspended every year. So
this is the first year it hasn't been this. The first year has been in for at least 2 games.
With shake, right? Just like this. Look at the shake that he has. That's a Hall of Fame highlight, John Lynch.
Oh yeah. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hit the overlay and talk. Just talk for a few minutes. Go ahead.
What do you do?
I'm on mute. I gotta talk to mommy real quick. Take the overlay off. You know how to do that, right? Just click on the overlay and then hit the mute button. And just say, hey guys, it's free TV. What do you guys think?
I already unmuted it. Nice. There we go.
Not bad guys to watch as a fan. No, we all did that. Not that I got enough football in my life. Sorry, honey, I'll be right back. Where you going? I'm going to go watch some more football, and I want to watch the Jets get a first down right here, which I think they need. Want to give their defense a break and just to get something going offensively. Now, I saw earlier when they brought the tight end Trayvon West.
So let's see what.
They gave it to him, didn't get in. Didn't get the first down. He's back there again on 3rd and 1, and it's a pitch by Bell trying to get to the edge. And maybe about that by Brooks.
We lost 12 people during my little pee break hiatus. Preteen Bean was gonna talk, but the kid, he's just not as comfortable in front of the camera as we'd like to be, or that he'd like to be. He'll get there. You know how that is. So what's going on? What do we got? Come on, everybody. So who do we had? We had Blitz came on. We had Ryan. We had Matt O'Leary. Some of the best guys I know. Gangrene David, I was talking to him. I don't know if he's coming on this week. And then I also have Comedian Joe coming on, I think. Oh, and I got to there's a couple other guys for next week as well. This is fun. I like hanging out with you guys. Really? Blunted Vegas? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen anything from him. I think he's probably just miserable that he hasn't played yet. And the team is just toast. Like, look, we have no offensive coordinator. We have no quarterbacks coach. We have no stars. We have no discipline. We have nothing going on. Our training staff is horse garbage. Get him. Is Quinton Williams back in? Nope. Fadukasi's in there. Oh. 5 punts today. Isn't that good? Right. And this is the thing, Greg, and everybody else, but since this is Greg's comment, the whole team, they already know Gase is a dead man walking, that the team is going nowhere this year. And that's what's called losing the team, right? So this is the exact thing you want to have happen during a year like this. When you have 2 first-round picks and one of them is your own, so you can have an impact on where that pick is. So if the team is uninspired to play, they're not going to go all out because they know that it's not going to affect anything. And they know that Gase is a dead man walking, most likely. So it just gives justification to move on from Gase. I mean, there's no real reason not to. Will somebody get this guy? Look at him. Oh, my God, we suck. Can you imagine if we traded for DeAndre Hopkins? Did you see that play? Come here. Watch DeAndre Hopkins. Watch this. This is why I think he's the best receiver in the league. Watch this. We're watching a replay here. See that? He ran like 70 yards, going back and forth. What's up? You okay today?
Where's the football?
Well, to answer this question, it's interesting because Gase's team in Miami was also riddled with injuries, more so than is usual. So now, I don't know exactly. I mean, Gase doesn't necessarily have impact on the physical training and all that sort of stuff. He does have impact on the staff, but he also has impact on whether guys are willing to play through injury or not. Teams are uninspired by this man. Number one, he doesn't even talk to him. He doesn't talk to anybody. You see, like, Darnold can have a play where, look at that block punt. Oh, we didn't block it? Darnold can literally he could throw a pick, and he's over on the sideline, and Gase isn't even talking to him. They're not deconstructing the play. Where's Dowell Loggins? He's not talking to him either. Sam Darnold is sitting alone on the bench, and Adam Gase is on the other end of the field drawing in a notebook. How does that create any inspiration? How does that create any interest in playing for him? Right? If not Sam Darnold, if Sam Darnold can't get the coach's time, who is? Who can? You think John Franklin Myers is getting any Gase time? You think Quinnen Williams or Josh Malone? You think they're getting any Gase time? If Le'Veon Bell, Sam Darnold, Chris Herndon, if they can't get time with Gase on the sideline between series, who is? Nobody. And the thing is that he's responsible because he's taken those three positions, head coach, offensive coordinator, and quarterbacks coach. He's taking those positions as his own, and he's not doing any of them. He's literally the worst coach we've ever had. He makes Lou Holtz and Rich Kotite look like Parcells. Thank you. I'm chocked full of good points. Disagreeable points, but good points.
What if there was a membership that gave us more time to play, cheer, and celebrate together?
So interesting. I just got a text, and you guys can corroborate this or not. It says that the NFL just announced schedule changes, one of which is the Jets are playing Miami next week. Our bye just got moved to week 10. I thought the bye was later. I don't know. So anyway, so that's an interesting point. Our bye week just got moved to week 10, and we're going to play the Miami Dolphins next week. Let me check on something here. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, week 6, the Chargers. So we're not playing the Chargers, we're playing Miami, which is interesting now. 11-1, 11-9, 11-15. Look at Flacco. Oh my God, he was wide open.
Not wide, but he should have gotten there.
Wide open. He had more than 2 people.
It's tough being a Jets fan.
Isn't it tough?
Yeah. Wish I knew.
You did know. You just don't listen to your old man.
Well, back then it wasn't attractive. It was attractive before I knew what I was getting into, even though you told me many times.
Yeah, you hear my son? He just did that. Look at this. Oh, my God. Run, Crowder. You can't even burn that guy. A linebacker, Crowder. Ryan Schwinger nailing it down. At least Crowder shows up every week. Got to give it to him. Look at this. If we score a touchdown, it's a game. I can't believe he didn't outrun that linebacker. Well, he saw he had the safety in front of him. It seemed like a 90-yard play. We're still at the 24-yard line. Oh, my God, Herndon. Dude, Chris Herndon is the worst.
He was wide open. He could have even.
Dude, that would have been a touchdown. Chris Herndon is a bum.
Close that.
Started right before the ball gets there, and he drops the ball. He's got drops leading up to the season. He's dropped it there, and an opportunity for the Jets once they get something going.
Look at the
Something like that happen, but now can they overcome
look
that?
at the
Something good.
look at the Herndon love. Cut Herndon after the game. Herndon is a bum. Cut Herndon. Look at Bell. Come on, Bell. It's all right. Cut Herndon and fire Gase. He's a bum. Joe Douglas didn't bring Herndon or Crowder in, Blunted Vegas. That was a Mike McCagnon. So no. Joe Douglas is hit, man. Believe me when I tell you, Denzel Mims is going to be an absolute stud for us. Becton is clearly a stud. Cam Clark is also going to be a stud. Braden Mann is good. Who else?
I haven't even seen him play yet, dude.
Braden Mann?
No, Clark.
Clark's good. I already know that. He hit on Clark.
Vance is out.
Oh, good. That's crazy.
Third down has been the worst for us.
That's right, John Holton. You and me both. Bryce Hall's going to be a stud too. But in truth, we haven't seen him yet. My son, preteen Bean, said the same thing when I just talked about Clark. He said, hey, man, why don't you slow your roll, Dad? They haven't even seen the kid play yet. First down. Look at Flacco. Flacco.
Wait,
Flacco.
why are we rooting for him?
I don't care. I just want to see a game. And I mean, I just want some excitement in my life. Look at Joe Flacco cooking out there.
Dude, he's already got like 2 running plays.
He's got 2 rushing first downs. Nah, nobody was open. The
Griffin might
defensive
have
back
been.
was baiting him. You know what I mean? Come on, throw it here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Dude, he was out. He was
That's a
Oh, dude,
touchdown.
he's been recovered it, I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
That's it. Hold on now. And he was down.
Man, it's so hot. Can we scooch over a little bit? The sun's coming.
The sun rays. It's coming for us. Dude, he was looking like, dude, did you see Herndon? He was like this. Like spacing it. It's like,
Let's scooch. Let's get everything over, Jigs. Don't let me unplug stuff, okay? Be careful. Watch me. Make sure I'm not unplugging anything. You know how I get.
alright, dude, all we need is
Scooch
a
a little bit more.
touchdown. And then
All we
another-
need is another touchdown.
And then
And it's tied.
First touchdown as a Jet. Nice.
Who's? Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
That was Joe Flacco's first touchdown as a New York Jet, everybody. We witnessed history today.
What does Domino's know about tacos and burgers? As delivery experts, we know they should be delivered like this.
Here we go. I'm showing you my super duper technology. And there's the ticker.
That took more.
The news. The news.
My hand is now a drum.
That's how we're going to clap from now on. Where something good's going to happen, I'm going to go.
Dude,
We got some comments over here. If Flacco wins, the Sam Darnold debate is over. What do you mean? If Flacco wins, then Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence debate? Is that what you're talking about?
First Gase play to score a touchdown.
Yeah, Catrachos love. We scored. It is 17-10 Cards. Hold on. All right, hold on a second. I want to show you guys. My son throwing me a touchdown pass in Dallas in the AT&T Stadium.
Let me warn you, it wasn't very.
Man, why can't I do it? It won't let me do it. Oh man, it won't let me do it. Shoot. Sorry, I thought I had it. It won't let me upload it for some reason. I don't understand, Greg. What are you talking about? Greg Tarr, you said you can't compare the Cardinals to any of the last 4 teams. This game means nothing. Why? Because AFC? What are we looking at here? Look at Crowder.
Even if he fumbled it, Van Roten recovered it. It's a touchdown either way.
The boy wants to play catch. Huh? Yeah, my son just said, hey, throw me the ball. I'm not going to be like Herndon. And he wasn't. He caught it. How bad is Herndon, dude? What a bust that kid is. I would bench him and put Wesco in the whole game. See what we got in the kid.
They did bench him for Wesco during the field goal.
Well, that's just because that's a special teams lineup. I don't think Herndon is on the blocking team. He's more of a catching tight end.
And he's not really good at that.
See, there you go, Avery Williamson. Well, I don't know, Greg Tarr. I think the Cardinals are actually good. They got DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Kyler Murray. You know, their offensive line was rebuilt very, very well. You know.
Especially since they got Colecchio Assembly.
Wait, who did they draft with their first-round pick? Was it Tristan Wirfs? No, that was the Browns, right? No, I don't even know. I lose track of shit so bad.
I think their first.
I think the Cardinals are expected to blow us out today. So,
good job.
Look at the Broncos, and we lost to them. Get them! Wow, dude. All 7 feet of Larry Fitzgerald with his arm out. He almost got the first down from 4 yards away. He's laid out and almost got it. Exactly right. All right, what do we got here? 3rd and 1. Come on, get him. They stopped him. Quinnen Williams and Marcus May.
Might be some Jenkins in there.
Let's see where the ball goes.
No, it's Quinnen. Ah, dang. 4th and 1, dude. They're going for it. Is it going to be a QB sneak? No, it's not.
Oh, my God, we suck. Look at that. Just like that. Now, that is great play calling. They took advantage of the perceived response to the situation. The Jets played tight. They knew that they would. And they brought him out to the side. It's like it's so easy. Not that I could draw up the plays, right? Because I never fancied myself a play caller. I'm not really, it's not what I do. I'm a fan. But I also but I understand situational football. And it's not that hard to draw up a situational play like that instead of just handing it to Le'Veon Bell in the background to run up the A gap. That's right.
I don't think I'm gonna watch.
And he has Ryan Schwinger. You're not going to watch it?
No,
Why? We're coming.
fourth
We're
quarter.
going to play. I mean, we're this is a game now. 17-10. We're going to win.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
I know. Well, they're plastic. That's why. So I could do stupid stuff like that. See, it just takes a little bit of football and I get excited. You know, we don't have to win. Just a little bit of play, just a little excitement. I'm in a great mood all of a sudden. Oh, you all right? Oh. Hey. Kenyon Drake running it down Adam Gase's throat.
You gotta get Adam Gase to choke on.
Yep, he already has.
And for your pleasure, Adam Gase, I have this nice play, Kenyon Drake. He's gonna run down this hill.
That man did. Watch this. Look at that hold up. Mr. Lord, open it right through that.
Look at that. Just walked in. Right. I think Herndon should actually be benched. That's what I think. He shouldn't come in for 2 more weeks. He should sit on the sideline. That's what should be happening.
They should do to Herndon what they did with LaShawn Austin.
Dude, we're going to be 0-5, man. 0-5. Who would have thought that? All right, Jet Nation, do me a favor, give me a like so the big boss of Jet Nation can actually see that the people that are on here are actually digging it. He looks at those things I get yelled at the end of every live stream. He says I suck and nobody cares. Oh. Ha-ha! If you guys can give me a like, I'd appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to Jet Nation on YouTube, please go ahead and do that. Hit the notification. I make at least a video a week, although last week was a week off. Told you about the big fire I had and all that stuff. But I'm going to show you guys my son. I threw him. There was another, when we went to see AT&T Stadium, there was a young kid, maybe 15, 16, 17, and he was an athlete. He was a football player for a high school squad, and he was pretty good kid, but he was teaching my son. We were the only ones with a football. He was teaching my son as a wide receiver how to shake the defensive back, how to get off the ball, right? So the kid lined up in front of my son. The kid lined up in front of my son. I said, hike. My son juked him, went around to the corner of the end zone. I threw it to him. He made a fantastic catch and toe tapped in the back of the end zone. He toe tapped in the back of the end zone with a great grab for a touchdown on the DB. It was great, and I got it all. I'll break it down in pictures and videos for you in next week's video when I talk about the state of the New York Jets and what it takes to have a winning mentality, not just the players on the field, but an actual mindset of winning. Obviously, we know that we don't have that right now. Hi. All right, let's see what's going on here. Come on, Joe Flacco. Jovis. Oh. That's right. This just in. The Jets are going to lose. All right. You talking to me, Mike Sleen? Mike Sleen, are you talking about Green Bean? Where am I from or where am I? Give me some more details. I got lots of answers I can give you for that one. So, Mike Sleen, I want to answer your question. Just ask me where I'm actually, just clarify. You want to know where I'm originally from or where I live now or whatever, or where I am right now? Well, how about I just do this? I was born in Newark, New Jersey. And I lived most of my life, my high school years and all that sort of stuff in a little town called Lake Hiawatha, which is part of Parsippany. And then for the past 20 years, I've been moving around. I lived in a van in Los Angeles for a little while. I lived in Las Vegas for a little while. And then my very, very consuming heroin addiction brought me to my knees, and I was homeless in Newark again. And then I moved to Florida, went to rehab. Met my wife when I lived down there, and we got married and bought a house, and I got a job and all those types of things. We lived there for 15 years, and then we moved to Virginia, Charlottesville, right around the time when all the bullshit happened up there. I was there. We were up there that day. So now I live in an RV, and that's where I go. Where is it? Watch your head. See, those are all the places. We started here, went like this, back, and then we drove across, hung out up there, and we went back down, and now we're right over here. I'm in Houston, Texas.
No, remember, this was all one drive.
Like that, Mike Sleen? There you go, buddy. Mike Sleen. Look at Mike Sleen. Give me both. You got it, buddy. I gave you everything. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'm happy to answer them. Oh, look at my... This is Gina, and she loves my son. Preteen Bean. Encroachment. Nope. Isn't it crazy? Like, we're talking about how bad Herndon sucks.
And Wesco.
And then we're like, just put Wesco in. And then he gets in, and what does he do?
He falls over.
He's false starting. It's just the worst. Oh yeah, nice, Mike. Yeah, we're neighbors, buddy. You know, like I said, I grew up. You know where my family was the whole time? They were in Nutley and Belleville, so that's where I was the whole time. Even though I moved and I lived in Lake Hiawatha, my hub was Nutley, Belleville, Clifton, all that stuff. That's where we always were. North Newark. We had a family in North Ward, Newark. Carlsbad, California. Is that by? That's not Carlsbad Caverns, is it? I think that's in another state. I'm not sure. Dude, Ryan Schwinger, again, you're nailing it. You're on fire today. Le'Veon Bell is known as a running back who is just as good as most of the wide receivers in the league, and he can line up wide or in the slot. It's one of his strengths. And what does Gase do? He puts Frank Gore in that role first. We were just saying that. before. It's like, not only does he not know how to use anybody, I think he does know how to use people. I think he chooses not to because he's that stubborn and thick-headed. And that is a major problem.
I wonder what he's thinking when.
Gotcha, Mike. Yeah, it's pretty down there.
I wonder what.
Mike Slane, hold on. Mike Slane, tell me what's the weather? Like, what's the temperature? We're in Houston. It's 95 degrees today. And clear sky, baking sun. What's the temp in San Diego? What were you going to say, buddy?
I wonder what his mindset is when we're going to the locker room when you're down like 15, 16 points. I wonder what his mindset is and what he says to the team. Encourage yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Right.
I'm the offensive mind over here. I got to work.
I got to draw in a notebook. I'm working it out. I'm putting down the formulaic components to this next victory.
I got to write this offensive book that I'm gonna publish.
Oh, Morty.
Good stuff.
Yeah. There's my question for all you nice people. On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad does Gase suck, monkey taint? Anybody? I'll take your answers. Yeah, that's the thing with San Diego, huh, Mike? It's like it's one of those pretty places. 75 and sunny.
Is the higher it goes?
Look at this.
Is the higher it goes, the worse he is?
The worse.
Then I'm doing 10.
10.
Maybe 9, but 10. That is my answer. What about you?
10.
All right, anybody else?
Look at Crowder.
That was a screen, too.
That's right. That's what we should be doing. Throw it to Crowder. He's the only guy who wants to play. Crowder and Jeff Smith. And Trevon Wesco.
I was thinking of
Le'Veon Bell has what? He has like 4.6 yards a carry or something right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's funny, John Holton. We want to challenge the spot. Look at Gase.
That's not good. What if you're like
a
yard or two?
He's getting in there. He wants to challenge the spot.
Because he's like, I gotta run up the A gap again.
That's right, Matthias. Or Matthias, sorry.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Joe Douglas wasn't our GM then.
Yeah, there's no way Joe Douglas would have hired Adam Gase. I don't care that Adam Gase wanted Joe Douglas hired. I don't think it would have been the other way around.
Yeah,
nobody would hire. Nobody was going to hire Adam Gase. We're the only people who did it because Peyton Manning called Chris Johnson, and he couldn't believe that the legendary Peyton Manning was actually calling him. That's what it was. That's all it was. And Mike McCagden didn't have a sack on him. Didn't know anything about football, so he just whatever. We hired this guy over Kingsbury, right?
Well, at least
what you can give Cliff Kingsbury is that his offense looks next gen. You know what I mean? Like it looks refreshing. Lots of movement, lots going on. Adam Gase, it's like boring. It's boring. Like when people say Adam Gase, a quarterback like Joe Flacco is actually more in the Adam Gase mold. You know what? You know how bad that is to say? Like an old, tired stick in the mud is actually more what Gase. Now, I understand when you're talking about just pocket quarterbacks, but having a quarterback like Sam Darnold who can literally hit every single play out there and run and move and avoid, he just innately feels pressure and avoids it. You give him an offensive line, and you give him receivers, and you put the fucking ball in his hand. That's what you do. That's what you do, Joe Flacco. Johnny broke the scale. Yep. Where is Bell these days, huh? Look at this one. Look at this comment from Ryan. If you all want to hate life, dude, the sun is coming. I can't handle it. We might need to move the table over. I can't see the sun. Look how close the sun is to me. Look, see, there it is. See, here's my shade, and there's the sun line. You see that? So my arm is like right in the sun, and it's cooking. It's like 30 degrees hotter right there. My right leg and my arm are cooking.
Hey, dude. After this game, I
You want to take a shot at talking? I'm just going to grab another cold drink.
Jets challenge whether or not this was a first down. Third down on the field, didn't get the first. They were correct.
Hi.
Officials on the field. Jets are charged their first time out.
Clearly, I know, right, dude? Mr. Stubby. That's what I'm saying. Like, look at this. Again. Did he finally get it?
No.
Fourth time's a charm for this damn play up the middle.
Dude, that was that. Now it's going to be 4th and inches, and he's going to go for it, and then it's going to be another run right up the middle.
It's incredible, right?
Dude, if we can just get one outside guy out there, like hide him out there, like get Barrios out there and do like a tiny stop route, that would be enough.
Right, have him do a
Maybe
hitch.
like a little
But it's
screen.
right. It's just funny. It's like, when are you going to exploit the fact that they think you're running up the A gap? When are you going to exploit that and do some play action?
Finally.
Throw it away. I'll be right back.
Oh,
everybody.
dude, it's first? Oh, I guess we did get it.
Yeah, we got it.
Ah.
And S-A-C-K, sack, sack, sack. That's what we're really doing. It's incredible. Automatic first down. What was that penalty?
B-A-L-L S-A-C-K.
B-A-L-L-S-A-C-K. Ball sack, ball sack. That's what Ace is. Well, we got the penalty for once. We'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Look at this.
Finally.
Oh, my God.
Nah.
That's a face mask. It looked like he had his face mask from my angle. Anybody see that? "13 minutes left. We can win this game, everybody. You want a Jets win. I know you do." Okay, so there's something coming. Oh, brother and bro. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to see it. Dude, I'm cooking. Look at that. Look at the sun right there. It's like...
yeah, you can see it right here.
It's right here, the line. It's like cooking me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Buda Baker.
So all of a sudden, dude, what was that? All of a sudden, Gay starts throwing out all these crazy things. The guy sucks, man. See, it's not to say that the play isn't creative and everything. Look, he runs into two guys, but it's like, it's when to do it.
Throw it away at least.
Yeah.
Might be able to juke him. This thing just might be a run since everyone's crowded at the line.
There you go. And now we follow it with that turd.
Dude, people.
It's funny. I keep expecting to hear boos in the audience, in the crowd. It's just crazy that we can't do that this year.
Who's
He would
down?
be booed out of the stadium. People would be throwing shit.
When was the last time we started like this? Well, I mean, other from last year.
Right, last year.
When was the last time
year, we had Sam Darnold had mono and everything else, and Trevor Siemian went down in the first half that he played.
Yeah, then Luke Falk,
poor kid, he ruined his whole career. He had a good practice squad career coming, and we blew it for him. He would have been on NFL teams for the next 4, 5, 6 years. Instead, toast. I don't think is Luke Falk anywhere. Does anybody know if I don't think he's on a squad, right?
I mean, yeah, he could have been getting paid to do nothing, but now
that's right. Minimum they make 350 G's a year or 380. That's a lot of money, dude.
A lot of money, but you're not doing it.
Remember when I made 380 a year? Oh, it was so good.
It was so good. We went to Disney every year.
I know. Remember that? My son's like, oh, yeah, we used to go to Disney all the time. We'd stay in the Contemporary. Everything was top shelf. I'd eat dinner in the castle, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, no. We live in an RV. We can't afford that pizza tonight.
Wait, dude,
Can we get McDonald's again? No, I can't do that. It's too much.
Dude, I feel
You're
like
gonna
as
eat hot
Jets
dogs.
fans, after this, we deserve a treat for this.
Right.
For being tortured this long.
So you all can hear me all over this earth and see me. See here. What do you think Kaguya Madara means? What do you think he's talking about? Help us.
What the
Kaguya.
heck does "dehe" mean?
No, it's like a laugh. It's laughing.
Oh, it's a weird laugh.
Tee. Yeah, it's a little snicker laugh. Like.
What's the T for?
Like. That's what it is, right? That's tee.
But dude, I feel like
Kaguya, help us out. We don't know what you mean. I want to know.
But dude, I feel like
Dude,
as Jets
son,
fans,
I can't have it. You got to sit there, buddy. I can't
I'm
do
not
it.
sitting then.
Hold
Oh,
on.
dude, what just happened?
I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry about the interruption. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, no.
we are having problems. We are having problems. We are having problems. That's what we are today.
Jets suck. Jets suck. Adam Gase sucks. Everything around here sucks. S-U-C-K suck. S-U-C-K suck. S-U-C-K suck. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Daddy.
My voice, you're the president. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what KML means. Anybody know what Kaguya's talking about here? Kill my life? What does that mean? Like you can hear my voice. You're the president. I don't know. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not you. It's me, I'm sure. Remember I'm old, too. I don't understand these new things that everybody talks about. All these new little vernacular, the new internet vernacular. I'm trying. I'm still using LOL. What do I know? LMFAO. LMAO. That's what I'm doing.
Daddy.
You know what I mean? Like this one. My son just told me about this one.
No, I just made this up.
Anybody know what this means?
I just made that up on the spot.
Kill myself laughing. Okay. What it means for your life. I hear you. Well, I think I do. Either way, thanks for trying. Thanks for humoring me, Kaguya. Thanks for working with an old man such as myself. Thanks for helping me. Let's look at this. Correct. Nope. Correct news. I'll tell you, I'm almost ready to break it down and start looking into the prospects for next year. Like, that's where I am. You know what I mean? Let me get a head start on the draft.
I would
on
at
the
least
mocks
like
and
us to
everything.
have I would like. I know like we want draft value and stuff, but like 0-16. But I want to at least have one win.
Look at this. Oh my God, what was that? Can you get this to work, buddy?
I'm trying, man. It's loading. Also, do you think anybody can figure out what LMB means?
Yeah, can anybody figure out what LMB means? Anybody know? I think they know. Me? How old do you think I am, Kaguya? So don't forget, I'm not all gray. This is just stress. My face turned gray. I had a nice brown red beard for a long time.
Yeah, I helped you.
And then over the course of like 4 months, it was like gray. Well, thank you, Kaguya. I'm starting to like you.
You got it right.
More and more. There it is, John Holton. Lick my footballs. There it is. Right. There it is. See, my son's teaching me stuff. Hi. My son's teaching me what stuff means. And look, Kaguya.
I don't.
There it is. Thank you, sir.
I think you knew
I like
stuff
this guy.
before I did.
What's that?
I think you knew stuff before I did.
No.
Yeah, dude. I still, like, for a long time, I still didn't know what SMH meant.
Kaguya, you're very, very close. I'll be 48 in just a couple of months. So I'm 47 years old. Thank you. Nice guess. I'm not too old. I'm not old, damn it. Look at Quinton Williams getting handled by that center. Handled. I got to take out. I wish I could just key in on Lamar Jackson.
I don't think this is going to work.
I got to get my hands on the All-22 so I can just watch this stuff. You guys, I'm going to give somebody a plug right now. If you guys haven't checked out Joe Blewett on X Factor, if you're looking for a real detailed breakdown of these games, I'm telling you, it's about as good as it gets.
Dude, Vizier just did something, and it wasn't very good.
Can you just refresh? Let's do it.
Okay. It doesn't work, Daddy.
Why can't I stream anything? What the hell's going on these days?
I think I have to.
Look at all our guys standing there. See that? They're all confused. Then go into coverage. What's the fucking flag? What is the flag?
About 15 yards downfield, so I think that's the call. I could be wrong.
Exit that out, please.
What?
This. Yes.
Think that's what's going on?
No, it's just a lot of bad stuff on there.
What was it saying?
NIGGER.
Really? What the hell was that? Oh, look at our defensive back falling on his face.
And now Hopkins
He
is
caught
taking it.
Hopkins. So think about this. We have a practice squad cornerback in Lamar Jackson. While I do believe in his overall potential, how the hell are we looking at Lamar Jackson covering DeAndre Hopkins?
I'd put Brian
How?
Poole on it. Maybe. No. Put Desir on him.
Hey,
Yes.
this dog's talented.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's super hot though. I have to keep moving over. Look at the sun. It's just coming.
Yeah.
It's coming to get me.
It's like an army of the undead.
It's bugging out.
Hold on, I need to where's the leash?
Right there.
No, you see, the thing is, Ryan Swinger, is that we're not firing Gates because Joe Douglas knows he's the best way to get 0-16 going. He's the best chance we have at getting the number one overall pick, and that's what he wants. The thing is, Ryan, we had Kingsbury in the house. We had him. He came to the Jets first. Before he went to Arizona, he was at the Jets facility. We could have Kingsbury if we wanted him. Oh, Kaguya.
Come around.
This is the drink. Sparkling water, my friend. I don't drink. Because if I did, I'd have a whole bunch of cocaine. And then I couldn't talk to you guys like this. That's what goes on with
He'd
that.
be lying down on the floor right now, unconscious.
Nah, I'd be frozen.
Hey, Dad, can we play catch?
Dude, why won't my... Hey, Meryl. Can you get Mommy? Can you fix something? I can't stream anything. Like, nothing's working. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident. You check it off. We had it for a long time, but it's like, it's not...
Well, I guess it just doesn't want us to watch it once I get back.
Getting my wife out here because she's smarter than I am.
And that's true.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble.
With? Red
Who's
zone.
hiding in the bathroom?
Oh,
What's this, Red Zone?
Yeah.
I know Red Zone works, but the Jets game doesn't. Isn't it baloney? Look how clear it is. I can read everything.
It's not like that.
No, it's terrible.
I mean, it's better than practicing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I think what not.
You said not letting me know.
And dude, I would rather stop
Lady
watching.
Bean's here working on my streaming. She's significantly smarter than I am,
Green Bean.
especially when talking about technology in general, but especially where technology is concerned. So she's working on it for me. And Gina says hello.
It won't go. Hello, Gina.
Father.
Green bean.
Right, Gene, they're asking me what I drink. I said I don't drink because if I did, I'd have a whole bunch of cocaine. And once I have cocaine, I can't possibly speak on a live stream. You know, you were there. Gina knows. She's seen me. Looks like the game works all of a sudden. So let me get that off the stream. Right, Gene?
Now it's like 32-10. We're not going to win. Earlier, we're like,
oh, right, hiding in the bathroom. It's all coming together for me. That was Gina saying that's what I do on cocaine. Right, she's right. That's what I do. I hide in the bathroom. I know. I was like, cocaine's terrible. Unless you are just like a casual user or something like that, and you can like do it every once a year and just do a little bit and go dancing or something, maybe. I don't know. But that was never me. I was incapable of any of that stuff. So that's the thing, guys. That's why I drink sparkling water. Not my favorite brand, but it's what we got this week. We traveled around the country, so not every store, when you go into Safeways or Fred Meyer and all these other stores, You never know what you're going to get. So this week it's LaCroix or LaCroix. I don't know. LaCroix? LaCroix? You got Patrick Peterson, DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, Larry Fitzgerald. Remember, 2 years ago, these guys had the number one pick. And they're good. They're not great yet, but they're good. It's like that's how quickly it can turn around when you have a good, plan. I think Joe Douglas is the guy. So, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. You can like us on Facebook as well. That would be really cool. I think there's only one of you on Facebook right now. The Panthers won, huh? Well, you're in the Carolinas, so that's. Are you kind of a Carolina fan now too? Because they're home team and all that jazz. And I was living in Virginia for a few years. I thought, let me check in on the Redskins. Let's see what's going on with that. Turned out I hated them just as much as I always did. I couldn't do it.
Dude, in Virginia, it's either Panthers or Redskins.
It's really the Redskins, though, or the Washington football team. Forgive me. That's going to take a minute from me.
Yeah, dude, well, it's been the Redskins.
Oh, dude. Kaguya, you don't know. I got 10 years sober, buddy. I can't drink nothing. What's the matter? What are you doing? You okay?
He needs to go to the bathroom.
Can you take him for a little walk real quick?
I don't get why he doesn't just pee here.
Because he won't pee where his house is. That's good. He doesn't want to go to the bathroom where he lives. That's a great thing.
Really? He said that's like the opposite what I want to do.
There you go, Ryan. Alex Smith. I wonder how he's doing. Look at that catch.
I want to go on a walk. Want to walk over the way?
Look at Bell running like he's possessed.
Hold on, we're going on a walk.
All right, Gene. Well, look, I'm glad you're here. Don't forget, everybody, we're going to head right over to Ryan's Jets Talk 24/7 YouTube channel following the game. A little post-game analysis from Matt O'Leary, Ryan, and myself. Get it going. Look at Joe Flacco. Oh, he pulled it back. He's running. Look at him. First down. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Can we score 21 points to win this game, all while stopping the Arizona offense? What do you think, guys? Oh, was he? Oh, man. Yeah, thank you, Kaguya. I'm working on it. Yeah, Flacco sucks, too. Okay. I love you, too, Gene. Enjoy your friend's house. I hope it's a pleasant time. The Jets are so bad, we don't even get upset anymore. Isn't that funny? Gina and I used to go to the Jets games, and we'd walk out, like back in the Kotite days or the Coslet days, and we'd walk out of the stadium and we'd be bummed. And now it's like, hey, all right, man, have a good day. See you later. We don't even care. We don't care, but it's like it doesn't do the same thing. When you expect to suck, it kind of helps. Look at that terrible pass. Jesus, what was that? So Alex Smith was 8 for 16 for 34 yards. Not the greatest comeback game, but hey, he got back on the field and he played in a legitimate NFL game, which I think the NFL world, at minimum, needs to applaud that man. Look at John Holton. Look what John Holton's saying, everybody. They're in there. They're in the toolbox. There should be some on the top, like right in the first tray. If not, there's a whole bunch underneath that tray. Look at Hogan. He's hurt. See that? One catch for Hogan, and he's injured.
Eagles once trailed by 17, cut the lead to 2, but this Jake Elliott 57-yard field goal for the lead. No good, wide right. Steelers hold on to the lead with
It's a 57-yard field goal. What do you want? See the Eagles? They threw their kicker out there for a 57-yarder. He missed it. They're all going to lynch him in Philly. The city of brotherly love. It's not exactly their thing. Look, great catch, great pass. Oh, he rolled him. Look at that. That's a bad injury. Dude, I have leftovers from the hurricane here. It's absolutely pouring here in Northern Virginia. Oh, is that right? That's right. So you know what's interesting? I'm actually down in Houston, right? And today, I told you guys my RV broke down the other day. So I had to bring it in the shop, and it kind of threw my plans up in the air. So we're staying in Houston for a few more days than we were gonna. But I was supposed to be in New Orleans right now. I would have gotten to New Orleans today, and but we were watching the hurricane closely to see what the scoop was with that. But it looked like it actually went around New Orleans. But anyway, there's a lot of damage down there in Lake Charles and all that stuff. So. But it's interesting to hear that it made it up to Virginia. One of the guys lives in Northern Virginia, Merrill, and said that it's pouring up there right now with the remnants of the hurricane. Yeah, there's we heard about some tornado stuff, my wife was saying. Not we, her. Hold on, I'm going to get my wife a screwdriver because she did help with my internet. So this is the give in the give and take. Here, take this.
Ow.
Sorry. I had to get the screwdriver, which was a success. Oh, come on. No, Hogan got hurt, though. Look at this. Look at this. It hits him in the hands. This will be the second drop for Jeff Smith today. Hard catch. Watch. Perfectly. Look at this. He's got to catch this, and this is why he sucks. Dude, that was about as good of a pass as you could hope for. Oh, my God.
What we need to do right now is get the first down. Wow.
Because regardless of the team, regardless of the player, when somebody has no idea that he's going to be rushing the passer today,
Good watch.
and he
Right
gets
there.
2 sacks,
Oh.
and to watch him celebrate.
Udoga's playing guard?
That's what football is. I don't care
No,
what team you're
that
a fan of or
was-
what team you play for.
That wasn't guard. That was
You see
tackle.
guys that are long shots.
He got from the right tackle. Who is that?
Dude, he didn't have a single NFL sack until today. Now he has 2.
Yep, that's the Jets.
Gunner, come.
This game will be brought down Gage McClanahan and Augustana. October 28th of 2017. Barrios coming back for that.
Oh, my God, he almost caught that.
And on 4th down, the Jets turn it over on downs.
Look at that. That almost hit. Bell almost caught that.
Back in the reception.
Can I see?
Watch this.
Barrios coming back from the football. Now watch Le'Veon come down into your pitch.
Watch this. Boom.
As Thompson's there, knocks it loose.
Oh, you almost had it.
That would have been. He would
Would
have
have
had
been
it.
crazy.
The second coming of the immaculate reception. Yeah. States may have been a little lower. Yes.
If anyone would have caught it, that would have been an interception.
Good hustle by Le'Veon and Hicks, by the way. Have a good down Hicks. Yeah, a hustle guy.
You know, they're talking about the immaculate reception. You notice how you only see a very doctored piece of footage for the immaculate reception? Like it's one angle and then it cuts and you see Franco Harris pick up the ball. It's like, you know what really happened? In today's NFL, that wouldn't have been a reception. They would have been able to see that Franco Harris actually scooped it up from the ground. So they want to keep up the lore of it, so they never show you the other angle, which was that it was on the ground when he grabbed it. The ref just didn't catch it. Isn't that the way, Ryan Schwinger? This has been our thing. Every single player around the league through the history, all their career days are us. Their first big sack, their first touchdown catch.
Their first win in 2 years.
Right. Look at Jerry Jeudy last week. It'll be that way forever. His first NFL catch was against touchdown catch was against the New York Jets. This guy's got 2 sacks. It's just the way that it is. We're like a receptacle for records elsewhere, against us. It's the best. 307. So this is Kyler Murray's career high. So a couple weeks ago it was Josh Allen's first 300-yard game was against the Jets. Kyler Murray's career day is against the Jets.
At least for now.
Well, up until this point. Yeah, it's the largest number of yards he's ever had. And he's going to get more right now. Oh, there's a run. Yeah, they're going to run it.
Yeah, they're just trying to run out the clock. There's no way we're winning this game.
Dude, it's so hot.
Have not won by 20-point game. Really?
They haven't won a game by 20 points since 2017.
Versus New York Giants. Oh, wow. Both games they went 20-plus versus New York.
That's right. Let's go Raiders. Underdog.
Actually, really.
And it's funny. I'm not rooting for the Raiders because I like the Raiders. I'm rooting for the Raiders because I fucking hate the winning Chiefs. And I used to root for the Chiefs all the time because they were losers, and now I hate them. That's the way it goes. I'm like another level of torture. Get him. Oh, you stink.
That was Lamar.
Yeah,
that was Lamar.
That was Lamar Jackson.
We're all like, oh my God, who was it?
Yeah. Let's see what I got for you guys today. Can I stay up?
It's a troll.
Here it is, Kaguya. This is for you, buddy. I'm a troll.
USAA insurance for members like Cardinals. And airports better believe doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage. That's USAA insurance made just the Martin family.
Here we go, Jets. Here we go. Here we go, Jets. Here we go.
This is going on the rest of the time.
No, please no. Dude, it's so hot. You see the sun line? Look at this. I wish it would just go straight down. I'd be fine, but it's killing me. I'm really cooking over here, guys.
Easy cooking. I'm having you for dinner. I'm having a roasted father.
Roasted daddy cakes.
I feel like we should get a treat just for being Jets fans, for having to endure this for all these years.
Guys, so what do we think? What do we got? What do you think the final score is going to be?
Hey, dude, I feel. Can we get some pizza after this? I feel like we need a treat just for enduring this.
What do you guys think? My son says he deserves pizza after this debacle. What do you think? Should I get him pizza?
Well, I mean, not just
Texas
this.
pizza?
0-5, man.
What do you think? Texas pizza? I think if we're going to eat in Texas, it's one of two things. Three things. It's steak, barbecue, or Mexican.
I just
right?
like pizza, and I need pizza after this 0-5 start that we're gonna have.
There you go, Kaguya. Jets need a wide receiver. Indeed, we do. Keys one-on-one. But the thing is, we have one. His name is Denzel Mims, and he's sitting in the locker room smoking cigarettes or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
We don't even know what's going on anymore.
33-10. That's a good prediction. He should. I want to figure out a way to like write Joe Douglas and actually get it to him and just appeal to him. Like, dude, can we talk for a second? I wish I had Joe Douglas's ear for 15 minutes. I would change the direction of the Jets franchise. I know what I'm talking about. Right, Joe Corsello. A cool mill.
For being a fan.
That's right. I'll tell you what. I would take a cool Hyundai. That's what I would take. Give me $100 for all the years of bullshit. I'll take that.
Wait, with 2 minutes left?
37-10 Cards. Look at the Raiders beating up on the Chiefs. It's great.
The Chiefs about to suffer their first loss of the season. Thank you, Carissa.
Oh, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? So this game, what's the word I'm looking for? Sucks. There it is. Hey, at least we got a little bit of excitement out of it toward the end of the game. A couple times in the first half, a little bit in the second half. Jeff Smith, look, if Jeff Smith would have caught that touchdown pass, we could have onside kicked it and did it again. That's 14 points. We still lost. 30-10. There it is. Hey, Mr. Stubby and Joe Corsello nailed it. They win the Accolades Award. 30-10. You guys did call it. I'm going to give it to you. 6th loss by 20 or plus points as a Jets head coach. Never started a season 0-10 combined. What is that? Oh, look at that. The first. We'll see more history. So, guys, we are gonna jump over to Jets Talk 24/7's YouTube channel. I hope that you guys will join me there. I want you to know that if we didn't have you guys with us, this would have been a miserable day. At least we have each other, and I really am grateful that you guys spend this time with us because it's better. It's better together, is it not? It sucks just being alone watching this crap with a couple of, the occasional text from your Steeler fan friend or your new sudden KC fan friend or the Patriot fan friend or whatever the hell it is. They text and go, hey, how the Jets doing? And they know. So this is better. Jets Mets, get the kid a pizza.
Exactly. Get me some pizza.
I just might. Texas Pizza coming right up. But guys, listen, thank you again. Please like and subscribe to Jet Nation's YouTube page. It helps me out a lot. It validates my presence here, and I like hanging out with you. I think it's a good time. I'll see you next week for the suddenly changed schedule. It looks like we're playing the Miami Dolphins next week.
And we're still going to lose.
That'll be a good suck game.
It's because they at least have a win.
They have Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he's going to be possessed against us. It's going to be Fitzmagic Day.
Yeah.
Misery does love company. Thank you, Joe Corsello, Mr. Stubby, John Holton, Jets Mess, Kaguya, Robbie Rhino, Lamar Turk, Jets Mess, everybody, man. Everybody. Queese one-on-one. John Holton, Ryan Schwinger, of course, Joe R. Phillips, everybody have a great day, and everybody else, if I didn't mention you, I will see you over at Ryan's channel. That's where I'm heading right now. Who knows, maybe I can somehow keep it going here, but I don't know. Guys, have a great night. Go Jets, 0-16, here we come. Thanks again, everybody.
Woo! Woo!